Yeah.
Okay.
That's a chingo in me and me have be fair, man.
No. But we just want to know because Clank was telling me about you.
A shooting, you know. A shooting.
Yeah, so that means to say Omar must come in. Omar, you know, Omar must come link you and I say yeah for give him the vote.
They pin at me house.
Yes, so me know I stay in brave like that.
Hey, madam. Good morning, madam.
Yeah.
Is Morad related to buyer where you so to buy and sell goat?
Me not too no, but we can find out. The breed that the Morad them big, you know.
In related to supercat?
Me not know, me not know, but we will find out.
All right, let me ask you now as a person down there when know both candidates. And you for those who don't know, Omar in a politics now well over 20 years now. So Omar has not represented like in a political seat, but he has always been active in politics. Maraj is new to the field. Right, new to the field. He's a political neophyte. He's learning basically, but he's not new to serving as a community member. And most of you might know that he's a former police officer, former JCF member. Right, he's also a big party promoter down there. He always have community events. Always I'm there for the people in the back to school treats and all of this. It's a long before politics, right? So now that you know to bring up to speed, me want to ask Madam Darling.
Yeah.
How is he being received in your opinion now?
I don't know because I don't see Moraj walk through my area.
So so you don't reach your area yet?
No, me not see him. Right now me never see my people. I saw me in from posters nail up on light was.
Yeah, watching by your phone.
Yeah, when me go up on I feel no live me go up and see him on there.
Okay, so tell me which party then now, cause we have to go making con check you.
Oh, yourself, Kizzy. I feel me, madam. Now go check, madam.
Maybe if you call my name tomorrow, Jim know me.
Me
say me not have one alias. 5 years so. Because I want to talk up some sitting you say, but everybody know, madam.
Madam, you can't change your name now, but we have to go show you how to change it.
Yes, give me one alias.
I was then call you madam, so everybody know you as madam now there.
Business woman, you know, man.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Everybody know me, you know.
All right, protecting.
But this one here come talk about good morning, guys. Watch it.
Alright, kid, we cut you off. No, sorry about that, kid, but me just want because me don't know who the person on my back, so me have to check.
I mean, put her up, man, cause you me
yes, plan. But me young like explain, cause me see Maria can run him out, but cut off Aki, but I don't know see so the thing go and if people are moderator, me see somebody come up, me have to ask who.
So you ask so wait now? On still around yourself, me not done call election. How can Marky G win a man with 49 seats?
Well, we don't know, but we don't know if we don't want to give back Central St. Here to the PNP down there.
We don't watch about you, so we know say third term Andrew do.
All right.
You know business where yes, so you know if you come from St. Mary, you know yes already. But me know say me call election at third term straight and then backside. Make him and the PNP them go fight.
So you see, Kizzy, so you see it's for Madam Edde, Kizzy.
What do you know doing, Matt? How much seat you have?
Oh, we want Central St. Mary so we can transfer me.
I'll make what if you do.
Me tell you, I walk out the Congear Road and water, you know.
We make it 50 seats. We don't want down there 49. We want 50 or 51.
You want I think I want chat up so something.
All right, look here. One love. A 55 seat I get. I have to settle everything.
I was 2 new seats I get Chris Carter. And the last time we talk at 53, it's settled.
Hold on. Remember Damien Young?
Damien Young seat take a long time, man. Nobody caught that.
All right.
Let madam new.
That didn't know.
Madam. Where you are going?
Me.
Madam now show up himself, man. Yeah, she said.
We left madam alone. Make
call up madam name.
All right, madam. Hold on there. Sister Akid, come up.
Come back, Madam, go and chill. Cause madam not tell you things. Then madam need one other account.
Yes, more want
And I
Elias.
know say you know Anglican account.
Yeah. So him.
Me want Elias.
You have to go make your
Plastic
daughter change your
That's why
name.
make your daughter change your name, madam.
All right, we can do that.
Yes,
Yeah.
just change your name.
All right, Monday.
I build one new page.
I'll below our next
No,
account.
no, not
Next bill,
about
I want
bill,
another
man.
page.
That people make me know not about phone, Rasta.
We'll
Mother.
let your granddaughter
No,
show
man,
you.
here what they can do, they can. Yeah, and sign in.
We can't get it done,
choose
man. No
which one
worry
they want,
yourself,
whichever
man.
one
We
they
get
want.
it done. We can't get it done. But me just call it. For man, last time me I look phone and me not soon, you know. I mean this panel because of where I want to miss it. Me say yep. I me I listen from. I me I listen from man. And I me I say but them people are not do the maths. Okay, them other 40
If you get one big loudspeaker, if you get one speaker and
Say
put it
never
for
see
that
them, you
community
never
and
see
turn
them
it
send
on.
out it done. You never see them send out it done and the done say. Them a go win. You never see them send out it done.
Everybody win, cause everybody no fat.
Grass. then for your MP where you have no innocent them a clean sweep St. Mary. You never hear that?
And that doctor guy
Maurice
say.
guy says so.
A long time me no
Them
hear
have
him.
clean sweep St. Mary.
So,
Madam, why you take from Bobby Montague seat down there?
me yes, I get fight, you know, but me not thinking can lose so easy because he have one place up so where include king up there.
All right.
Oh,
So me like you wanna talk, we can come from down there, you know.
Eh? Then them and the cloud king up so man. I want the up
Me
one
say-
place near
me say,
Montreal.
if me not buy little rose can come give man, me say every goose left pan.
Frank, today is Sunday, please. Anyway, our kid,
Anyway, me I come out for no life because me I go do me little wash it because me work at a week time so to that my idea.
But
okay,
pick up yourself.
pick up yourself.
Yeah, man.
Remember say, so we catch you one
I'm
day.
here.
Remember say, you don't know if it come down.
No, then no, you are going to take me down.
Nah, take you down.
Well, you know, go on, me no really start when me feel we say something, me say it again.
Bro,
Because man in me a listen, you know.
later, I'm going to take you down.
Yes, man, take me down.
All right.
All right, my baby.
All right, my baby, later.
Yeah.
Well, Mario.
Yes, our kid. So yeah, back the floor, you know, our kid.
Come
No,
on,
I
kid.
was talking
Yeah, that's about
talking
St.
about
Thomas.
St. Thomas. Yeah. So when persons coming out and saying like Anjuna do not know that St. Thomas was literally in the dark. Let me tell you, more than what you persons might know. Donkey truck, people no have no road. When what's his name was there, the former Minister of Health. Everybody have come out and talk now, oh, him was the best and this and that. That man did absolutely nothing. He was a total waste. And see where St. Thomas is right now, one person still alive. We shouldn't even drive and see one. We shouldn't even see one orange button in a St. Thomas right now. And it bothers me because I'm wondering, what do our people want? What do they want? What is it that you want? You get up every day, you talk, you're not getting this, you not get that, you don't have no food, you don't have no this, and young people don't have any jobs, and things are, the way is being paved now for persons to do much better. And you went tell me after urban center, the people, them a beat it down, and I say, where them bring this here so far? Me want somebody help me to think, help me to understand what our people
Kid,
want.
why would you want to understand those type of people?
I mean, Paris, it bother me.
My Portland, I'm going to Paris.
Them this money, then why you don't want and why you don't want understand them?
Give me a little time.
What?
Go on there, kid. You
Go
see,
ahead.
we could have compare St. Thomas to Portland, you know. Back at the class for a very long time. Yeah? And when we see,
Portland and St. Mary, did you know?
yeah, I treat back at parish them. May I tell you. And not because we have KFC before or whatever. We still lack development, we still lack opportunity for we use them. I run left Portland, make we reach a fire, you know. We couldn't stay.
Rickster, remember say back in the days, they say Portland, St. Thomas, and St. Mary 3 poorest parish in Jamaica.
No, they could have said that in the development, but Portland full of money. And we know that.
Chris Carter, no bright yourself now, because I never...
Portland full of money.
Back in the days.
No, man, Portland always have money, man.
In that poor parish, something, St. Mary and St. Thomas.
Portland always have money.
Portland always have money, because Portland
Yeah,
people
man,
have
Portland always a little bit better. Portland was, it was
St. Thomas in the Brock column.
It was St. Mary, and St. Thomas was the worst. And seriously, I agree with you 100%. Persons wouldn't understand, you know, when we say we are worried. We are worried because me shouldn't even think this Sunday morning, say, is there a possibility that St. Thomas would go to the PNP based on what I am seeing? Me shouldn't have that concern. We should not get up this morning and say, yes, if it's one parish that's going to stand up with the Jamaica Labour Party, St. Thomas. And it is upsetting.
St. Thomas has stand up, man.
Me no feel that. Me no feel that.
You don't see no problem with St. Thomas.
No, man, when you go out from thing there, from out of Goodyear, they saw go upward, man. Trust me, me not tell you some cousin them up there and them almost are getting a fight.
Then two handful of comrades that represent the whole parish, man. The constituency.
Arkid.
Oi.
Where you eat this, man? Fried breadfruit?
You know, say, may I go up there go get some breadfruit? Me no eat none.
That's why
Morning.
that's why you're so coward, man.
Morning.
Yeah.
Mario make you name them breadfruit,
Mario make shake you up.
How this stuff? Bad all this.
St. Thomas. PNP now see nothing at St. Thomas, man.
Exactly so. Nothing out of St. Thomas.
Them now see at St. Thomas. Rest of all.
No, but Tiny, sorry there, Tiny. It's the same thing, right out a license, so Top Hill Road, go back up to Needham Pen. Me hear the whole of them say, come out, trust me, I am in dialogue with them. And they said they're not voting for Michelle. And I'm like, Wilmington, me can't believe it. Sunny Hill. Some you have a different story.
I chat, man. Anytime they see Prime Minister, anytime bro got take along them, man. I bro got the one, so you know.
Hold on the plan. I remember me I do this long time. I said this to you, our kid. You know the fight that Michelle Charles get to even get that seat out of St. Thomas?
Me know.
Look here, the fight where she get to even get that seat and then to come around and win that seat. Remember me tell you,
and
nobody can
tear her down now.
Michelle, they can't tear her down no more than what they did do in 2020. 2019, 2020. Michelle Charles will even get in the nod from the party. And never not normal. Did I go on out there? Here? So for Michelle win that seat in 2020, I mean no say she shock a whole heap of people because enough people never did expect her to dip on the ground and so active. And I enjoy her job the way she enjoy it. Here? Even I was skeptical of Michelle getting that seat. I was one of them who was skeptical with Michelle getting that seat. But me give her the chance, I'm an observer, I'm a watcher, and I have to tell you that I am proud of her. The Marlene Williams there. Marlene said Wilmington is always PNP. Don't worry, we will win. Marlene, we know that.
No, when she said no, explain yourself, Marlene, because you say Wilmington is always PNP. Me know that we will win. PNP are going to win.
Michelle will win. JLP will win. Even though they so you can't worry about them pockets of PNP there.
Because if you really vote for the PNP back up on Wilmington,
I am from Needham Pen.
Let me tell you something, man. It's every people that want
Marlene, press one of the plus. Press one of the plus, Marlene. Marlene, press one of the plus. We have 2 empty plus. Press one and come in our box.
You're from Needham Pen. But Needham Pen, me come up there and sit your arrange.
If there are people that want this country, I go back.
Hold on.
Marlene, talk to me, mama. Talk to me, mama. Which part of Needham Pen you from?
Hey, you know now, listen. When I hear or I'm not hear?
Me not hear.
Make Bad Indian was saying something. Make him speak, please.
Sorry, I wasn't hearing.
Bad Indian.
Yeah, what me I say now? You say
Hello,
me
good morning. Good morning.
Bad Indian.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What me I say now? If them are people that want this a country, for drop now one patrol and can't come out. Tell them to make PNP win and then sit now. Then time the hunger kill them. And the next thing too. Look on the place where Bro God built out a St. Thomas. And this man come and criticize it. And I thought this and thought that. And him not doing nothing. Only thing I do is grow and I make mischief and can't make a good statement about Jamaica. So how for make a man like that for come run Jamaica? He can't make a good statement. He can't tell what nothing good he might do for Jamaica. So him can't win.
But well, Andes, he will continue to worry until it's over. I remember tough that. Look here, uno need for no mix up certain things. There's a reason why Tufton lost that seat. I remember I never no beating get neither. It was a small margin, right? Tin.
No,
13, I think. 13.
Kizzy, let me just hear what Marlene say. Because me anxious. Let me hear what she said.
Marlene sound like she get a phone call. We never hear her. She answer one next phone and say hello.
Yeah.
Slightly other hearing, you know, Kizzy. But slightly other hearing.
Make me realize.
It's not that I am like
Tufton lose that seat there due to some mistakes we're making at the seat at the time, yeah? And the man no vote out. No, at 13, thank you, one love for the reminder. A few votes. And that's one little simple mistake. And you see when you run your election, you see an election day, you have to watch the last stream of vote there. You can't make PNP go. You can't lead the whole day. And then when 3-4 o'clock you sit down because you have one lead. And
no, you have to active.
You have to active and catching your vote them until the clock strike.
Election. Any election work and no election in between 1 o'clock and 4:30.
Right.
Guys, you hearing me?
Yes, Molly, we are hearing you now.
Yes, good morning. Kizzy know me long time. I'm a kind of coward type of person. We stress. But one thing me I tell you, need and pen never lose yet. No make them fool you. Need and pen never lose no time by JLP. No make PNP fool you no. Me from Need and Pen, my family about 25 up there now, some move out. You hear? Then can't win this, so. I mean, okay, when nobody wants to say, and when you are going to get coward, we are going to win back St. Thomas. Maybe not a big margin like before, but Rose have to go away. You know how much people Rose have called? Rosemary Charla called me. Me say, you know me? You remember saying, you know, if you call my phone. Don't call my phone. Don't do that. Me not know you. Can you sit over there? So I don't know you. Not one of my family going to know you. Me tell you, not one of my son I go vote for you. Else me then take them out. Kill them if they ever mark an X for you. Don't call me.
I'm done, Mama.
My pressure.
Call my phone.
That's what Marlene says. She passionate for you. I love her.
Don't call my phone. And before, so not one of them vote. Not one of them vote. If they
vote. Far up in the Need and Pen, you the Marlene?
Right up near to the crossroad.
Wonder if me know you. Okay.
Yes, one little shop there. My sister have a little shop. The first shop before you reach Crossroad.
Yeah.
My sister shop still there running now. Oh, wow. But PNP can't. Let me tell you. The older
near
people.
Miss Mai? Near where Miss Mai did there?
Miss Mai is the Crossroad, but the shop before you reach Crossroad. At least now some other shops built there.
All right, I know it's where.
Yes. But that was the original one before you
Yeah, Mass Butty. I know it's there.
Yes, Marlene. Rosa call on the whole of St. Thomas a big boat.
Hey, true, because she know the list and she did have those people long time. So she try get number for them who and her. Me not talk no, when I went down Jamaica in December, I'll me sick mother upon the bed, them I come call that woman now move out there. That if that woman go vote, you think I want to take care. And first of all, then can't get my mother. None at all, my mother, she can't get that. So don't worry yourself. When you worry, you don't trust God. Let me tell you, good over evil.
Right,
good over evil.
Because may I tell you, sir, Kizzy, if you know where we're coming from as a parish, man, when you hear me talk about
I kid my Portland, me come from, me talk every day, me used to go to St. Thomas.
You know, every time, you know why I can't stand when my sister called me? I mean, I cannot agree. When you hear your foolishness, them, and I say, well, bro, God, do, and them, I say, see, they have it, panic. Don't call me phone. Don't call me phone with foolishness. You don't know the prime minister where you have. Don't call my phone.
May come up, they can jump up.
The only thing I call you, I tell you, say as a sister, my prime minister is giving out 5 houses today and 6 houses. That's it. Don't call me, tell me where you sit online with PMP. I say, me not watch PMP live. Me no talk to them.
Me no watch them neither. But you see when me turn license, Marlene, and when me leave from outer Goodyear and turn and come up, me shouldn't see one piece of orange. And when me see the amount of orange we line and
orange cloth,
we have conversation, Rick. And when me turn up Top Hill Road and me greet the people, them and me talk and them say, boy, this. I mean, like, who no want somebody from left to right and center.
Top Hill Road run. You have a little patch here, so PNP. You have another little patch, JLP. You have the top part, mix. So don't watch the cloth. Watch the vote.
That's true.
Watch the vote. When you touch license did always sweep with JLP, but because Rosemary Shaw switch up and down.
No, because when name the one them who own the bus on Top Hill Road. What them name again? The family
Downey
them. Right. The whole of them that from me picnic grow up. Me know say this a straight labor right.
Downey dead. Not talk about Downey. Downey can't vote. Downey dead. Okay. We are talking about real vote, real people. Real people, real vote. Anything God ordained, no devil in hell shall overcome it. You hear? And let me tell you, remember me I talk to you after election and show you say St. Thomas is going to win.
Right, that's right.
Good morning.
Good morning, Tamara.
How you laborites doing this morning?
Exactly, Tiny. We're good tomorrow.
Yeah, we're there, chop it up. Wagwan, where you tell we say now?
No man, no watch PNP. But them are grown and put up the sea orange and talk about it.
Yeah, and then get paid to do it too. Then get paid to do it by night. I don't know if you know this see one video on another be where one lady cuss them like dog. Cause them arrange up the place down another be one night.
Kizzy, them a put up cloth and the prime minister put rounds on the board.
Thank you.
Exactly.
They a put up cloth and Andrew a cut ribbon.
Yesterday they have one meeting.
Tomorrow, take it on my phone.
Yeah, Tamara, the phone. One breeze are coming, when ready a seaside.
I win the
Tamara, get on road a walk.
No,
the breeze heavy. The breeze heavy.
You don't want to AC, Tamara.
I live exactly near the sea for true.
I see breeze.
I say yesterday they have one meeting.
Tap while man.
A Tamara.
Tamara.
No Tamara.
No.
No,
No.
Tamara.
Tamra.
Lucky.
It's just a special one in the. See, special people have special name. Labor right have good name. Me say,
Yeah, wait.
they have one meet yesterday, you see? Few little PNP now. And Fenton, did they a chatting bag of crap? And they ask the PNP them, how old is PNP party? Not one of them can tell you. None of the downstairs don't know. No.
Seriously,
that
seriously,
is what
right now.
I am
Seriously,
about.
hold on the camera. Hold on the camera. Let me get seriously together. Because seriously, your company live here, you're there with enough time and you're somebody where me have a little respect for. Stop project your doubts, Panwe. And Lego Trump, because Trump deserved the win. Donald Trump deserved the win in America after where the Democrats pulled. So bring up Trump and left Trump before you talk about Jamaican politics. Don't bring up Trump. Trump is the right president Funo over there. Because then they have lied Biden did like a puppet. Like same like how the PNP did have Portia. And Portia don't know here from Bullfoot and I lose her mind. And they have Portia there, I lead Portia grow at the same way. Then that Biden I lead Biden. Biden don't know nothing about Trump be a fart.
I know Biden critical.
Right. And when people that say it's a Biden in the right mind, when they say a lie, Democrat they never talk truth. A pay lie they lie to the American people. Trump is the right man. When left me alone and not piss me off seriously because he's a person I respect over here. Don't use that the democratic problem in America and a problem in Jamaica. And a Republican party, our sister party, and we stand by it. Thank you. Have a blessed day. Tamara, you have
Sometimes we have to take drastic action, you know.
But no, the point is seriously that everybody else didn't know that Trump will win except Uno. Everybody else didn't know that Trump will win except Uno. Because we not deal with emotional politics. Me name blind. Me not know
nobody can talk about Nobody can talk bad about Mr. Trump. Make for my husband here box over that the man there. We don't see eye to eye, but Jesus and peace.
Trump because if Trump never did over there, me know that the Democrats are gonna intervene in Jamaica and help the PNP to win.
For real. That's what they do all the time.
That's what they do all the while.
Anybody that Kizzy,
Democrats they know what the Democrats they support the PNP in Jamaica. I mean, I want them win. When Walter me a campaign for Trump, I don't think I love Trump. A Republican Party love. I love no Democrat.
Party, love and wait it stand for back in the days.
I don't undermine Holness. I support Mark Golding. That don't know.
I'm looking
for that.
Right now.
Make me leave that alone. Make America problems. When I underestimate, because nobody now underestimate anybody where I have doubt. Don't hurt me. No need for get on us head right.
Me not have any doubt enough. Me just upset about St. Thomas people. And that is them me a hammer this morning. Me upset about them because.
But Arcade, why you be so tough? You have two St. Thomas people in the box. One under you and one above you, and then tell us the St. Thomas.
No, now that I hear from Marlene, because Marlene is really, when me tell you, say close to home, close to home. Chances are I'm gonna know her family and she know who I am. You understand?
Tamara, I'm from there too.
Where are you from? Where are you from in St. Thomas?
In the heart of Michelle Charles.
Where that?
Okay.
I mean, with that Golden Grove. Me there in the heart of the MP.
All right, you know where the juicy beef is in Marant Bay?
That's my town. That's in
right.
The town.
You know that little store there, juicy beef doorway where Glenn store right there where You know, it sell all kind of thing, face cream and that.
Nick's
That's why.
nuts. That said the Nick's nuts. I know it's where.
That's my son father who died.
Okay.
Store right there. In front of the Scotia Bank.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Marlene, inbox me when you finish.
Yeah. Glenn. Okay.
You hear?
Yes, Marlene a good smaddy. Me know Marlene for years.
Yes,
Just
inbox me. You hear, Marlene?
Kizzy.
Yes, Tamara.
When Michelle came here, you know, when Michelle come here, all of the laborites, them what they are Eastern.
Sorry, hold on the Tamra. Mario is concerned. Mario, if you know, Center
Mario, nobody not give. No. Mario, nobody not give. Mario, nobody not give their location.
Nobody can find you.
Me would have caution Marlene long time. Marlene not new to this. Marlene a general. No, because only you're passionate then. Marlene a warrior. Marlene good and Marlene people ain't good out of St. Thomas. No worry yourself. More than the caution them long time. But Tamara
you can't find nobody, Mario. Your ear said Top Hill Road, but who you got Top Hill Road go ask for? You don't never find not even a dog.
They get shot till a week.
Well, listen, when Michelle came here, all of the laborites them were they here. Sit down, mama. Sit down. Sit. All right. When Michelle come here, every laborite were there. Real true.
Come guys, step up the live and share the live in our group them.
We could believe, say, Michelle would have come out victorious. Honestly, this seat is a very hard seat. A very, I think it's one of the hardest seats Andrew Holness have. When Michelle come out victorious. This wasn't an easy seat for taking on. And Michelle come and she control the seat.
Me know about Michelle and the seat and how she get the fight and something. Cause remember me say to no kind of know me I no hypocrite, me I go talk the truth. Tell you no say me skeptical about her because me I say Pearl Charles and in two pit them. Or one dog this one make so much Charles one seat and like you know the regular saying everybody I flush it out, right? And a lot of people never know that she could do it. And she proved me wrong. She win me over as an ardent Michelle Charles supporter now. You understand? I mean, come in running. Me have to observe you. And I see that she genuinely wants to serve. I see that she genuinely loves her job. And I see that she genuinely loves the people in St. Thomas. Michelle Charles.
Well, she get some fight then.
She gets serious fight and a lot of disrespect. And everything Michelle use and drag her.
Michelle get more than honestly, I'm not a fan of Michelle. Me I gotta be honest. Me more goes to the other sister, Patrice. I'm not really Michelle fan, but I'm a true laborite. Me is a true supporter of the Jamaica Labour Party. So if I post for me, I go with post.
Yeah, but
she deserve a second term.
But if you know, and that's the honest, you know, about us as laborite, you is not there for her and her personality, but you thought the truth, so she work.
But you're there for the party, right?
Yes.
And you're there for the party.
I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, she did it. It did not argue, but the fact of the matter is, whether party or party not, she works.
She works. But one thing I tried telling her, leave PMP alone because you cannot buy them.
No, buy. You can't tame them.
You cannot buy. You not buy. Sorry, you can't tame them. You can't tame them. Leave them alone. Stop work on your heart and heart.
Them don't like chichi and laugh after me. Yes, when we turn up Top Hill Road, them sit down. Somebody down at the bottom. See me? And we don't know, they make the call, and by the time we reach up, everybody out of the gate. And you see, when they're done with me, maybe God, sometimes, listen, if we not gas, we can't move have to push the vehicle, go back home.
But I can't say
not the team.
You say something we prefer, when we walk, like, say something a while ago. You can't say she will let PNP alone because she's not MPP Labour right alone.
No, let me correct you. Let I correct you. She leaving our people behind, like every single thing them call her for. She attend to them.
Marlene,
No. The better way to say that statement is Michelle Charles sure. She thinks she too sure our people them were truly as a JLP and left with pause with gonna deal with the ungrateful PNP them.
Simple.
Tell Michelle say I rather a labor right eat me out than a PNP when I no conscience.
Simple.
That's Marlene. Look here, it is and this I'm gonna break it down in the simplest form. We grew up a certain way, so we extend ourselves to the strangers. And we try to give with this, but sometimes we leave our own disgruntled because we grumble behind the scene and say, why you take the best and I give the stranger with the right here? So when some of the strangers they are not grateful, they are some of the most ungrateful set. And you cannot tame them. They cannot be tamed.
Listen, I have a question.
Hold on, liberate. Calm down 1 minute. You know, may I say this too, you know. You see, as MP, you know, if you understand, she cannot, even though she have to look out for her base and have to look out for her people, she also cannot show bias in terms of if I look them
understand, Kizzy. I understand that.
Well, Marlene, me I tell you this, the PNP, them are uchichi. Them no afraid and they no shame. Them a go beg you. Uno no see the woman and I complain to the Prime Minister and then turn around and shake his hand. I saw them.
Yes, I want what the Prime Minister has to give.
We don't listen to Damian Crawford. Damian Crawford said in your mouth, Lisa and a burger and voter.
All right. I saw them stay. They can't be team.
Kizzy, if I was an MP,
yes, if
I would do support the important things, like the road, the light, the water, everything housing for them, but me not draw them near me. Those are people where you feed up far off.
Hello.
I don't want them around me. I know them. I grew up with them.
Mario, what is really happening, Mario? Mario, what is
wait, somebody talks out the Mario,
okay, so somebody has say, so Alonza say Michelle in trouble with the seat because the PNP them who should give work no running behind the road.
Listen, nothing don't go like that. Nothing don't go like that. A two thief in labor. You see, let me tell you something, you know. And it's sad to say, I know everybody will say show a real dieted labor right. Them a thief. Them a look something for thief. So this two thief in boy.
Kizzy.
This two thief in boy.
Looking at the comment there. Looking at the comment.
You know if you tell me that black already long time.
Pauline.
That black
Kizzy, so you see this one of them him did a go run for councillor down at the same Marant be a seat there where Mr. Downey run the other day. Him run the seat and him lose by nearly 500 votes. And Mr. Downey come and run the seat and look how much Mr. Downey lose by. So tell me now. Wilbert Walker can't gain no grounds to Labour Party. So me not trust Wilbert. I didn't trust him.
I watch something there.
I didn't trust Wilbert. Me not trust Wilbert. I want thief in one eye. Two of them they back at Russia. What them can't gain no grounds to Russia. Cause nobody now listen to them. Cause them are criminal.
So Wilbert attack said did the Labour Party and going back at Rose?
Him see him one when he Mowian from Port Morant. So him run for the councillor what they done a Morant be a division and the boy lose by nearly 500 votes. Downey run how much Downey lose by. So look here, look how much grounds Downey gain for Michelle. Yeah. So we don't want people like Wilbert. We want a man like Mr. Downey.
Yeah. Same way.
So come on, listen to me. You see, you can't listen to some people, you know, because you have some labor right to them at dunks, you know. I shoot me attack, you have some labor right where you can't reason with.
True.
They don't know which part then I.
Dip up and move from here, so. But people, which party that you not suffer? You not go from here, so man.
Listen
anyway,
to me. Let me tell you something.
Who don't have what ben you?
Kizzy, I must labor right one hungry month of breadfruit to the pantry right now when me I look pan. What's that fry and boil?
Right. Look here,
if me can't buy no meat.
The dead film we talk about the 70s and Michael Manley. At the time, people that dead film in Jamaica, Michael Manley time. Nobody had dead film again. That's in the PJ time when life did hard like a wonder PJ, nobody had dead film. No live for prayer.
If me can't find no meat, me get little Highland show salt in there eat. Me no want me not make no pain. Because every day them hungry and them a suffer, them a this, them a that.
PNP alone never hungry. PNP barely ever hungry.
Me say them a liar this. Something when me come cross no PNP.
That is neat war.
They ever hungry. They ever on camera.
Let me tell you about Michelle. And me tell Michelle because you know Michelle blocked me already because you see me as some mistake. I'm gonna tell you the truth whether you are what. Michelle blocked me already just to tell her the truth. When she come in front of my face and me I tell her why she blocked me. Instant she unblocked me. Me say listen to me, Michelle. Don't go on like you want to try with PNP. Did them, but no go on like you want to try with them.
She blocked me too when me done with her. Blocked me too when me done with her.
You see now my district where me live?
She not gonna stop me from both.
You see now my district? You see now my district?
Hold on, you see this thing where people are run out. You see, people will live up in the United States, we catch in the United States, and a dog the country and a talk about we out there dead. Come out and tell the people they want to live like flipping cockroach and cobweb. Because you know up in an attic and down in a basement. I want to not live no life. I want to live like Jamaican people.
That's one for me.
Kid, what me do you?
Kid, what me do you?
Good morning.
With me work. I'm a worker. I'm never losing on my PD yet. Never losing on my PD yet.
40 of them I use one kitchen and I share one bathroom. I want to come and let me talk out on a secret. I want to come on the internet and I talk shit about Jamaica. Me sick of it. I want to listen to my man. Most people in Jamaica, as much as you hear we are going, we have 5-1 yang. We have it. Talk on if you take a dirty train them and go down in the dirty train station where rank a piece and full of madman.
And full of shit too.
You understand? You don't come and talk up in a note like I don't know what to hear about and come disrespect Jamaican.
Okay, what me do you?
I know you baby love. You know so me not.
True Mario say you and me attack.
We don't need no call right now.
Listen, you you come out at that. Which Jamaican are hungry? Me know me can't hungry because we have some wilderness up in the St. Thomas that were full of wild breadfruit, wild yam and cane and dashing and all kind of something. We can't hungry. I keep up there like nobody's business. We can't hungry. Anybody hungry at them want hungry. I want to come out and spread
the thing. If they want me send them some nice Julia Easton and a renter yam up there planting and the dashing.
Marlene, right now, me I drop your tie box. 1, 2, 3, you gotta go.
Yeah, yes,
right this minute. Shut your mouth.
Yeah.
Mario, you cannot.
Marlene, when you come, Marlene,
sir?
Marlene, when you company live, you can't talk about mango and certain things, you know, the bad mind liberate them there for and the bad mind can then can't
I know that PNP is bad mind, but we feed them with a long stick, feed the enemy.
We're talking about labor right there. Bad mind with when you know see next one church you.
When you talk about labor right, a bad mind answer is not real labor right. Yes?
No man, I'm joking. I'm
understand.
So plan. I'm gonna really right then. Kind bad mind for East Indian.
Yes, sir.
Plank no bad mind. I mean, I listening to him all these days. He's just a jovial person.
No man, you know everything I say. Plank bad mind for East Indian.
Okay, cool.
But one love. If you're bad mind, you know you're bad mind for the right thing, you know, nothing wrong with it, you know. You know that.
Kizzy.
That
yeah,
that's true.
This is somebody with something, and you're bad minding, but not good.
No, on a serious note,
the mango them they buy me son up in a prospect here and face on the ground in the East India, and them have to pack some drum and pay the garbage truck to take them up. So they can go up there, go get them. But if I'm me not give them, but me other son there we give them.
Marlene, let me say something here. One day when you realize the work there Jamaican, a lot of Jamaican don't want to work. Huh?
Thank you.
Let me tell you a little about my business. Me not the construction thing. Me now go into details. And can I tell you, so we have to be searching for laborers, searching for masons.
We can give you two. We can give you two where they are real labor right them are real. My two nephew them where I look around for a job now. Can build house, can build to scratch.
She's a inbox, sir. She's a inbox, sir.
Right? And we have come up on a talk about no work now there Jamaica and what you call it there. You talk about
person. The spark to block the boy and the girl we tell about one Marky G tell Andrew to call. No block them man. Me would
block them man.
But no, if you don't
I don't support blacking them.
You black distraction, one love. You can't have. I'm sure something white thing. Just like cancer.
Tina, when you mute them, they can't comment, but they can't.
No one love the black their account. Their account, they're not real account. A new, and then just create them the account. They troll.
Create problem.
Six followers and. No picture, no face, me black them.
You have one name, Andrew Holness. Andrew Holness have one follower, one following. Anytime you see it black here, you have in next one, it's in there, Andrew Holness.
And then all of them will try impersonate the Prime Minister name and create account with it. Me black them to a one Holness panny up.
Yeah man.
Me black them. Me not keep no fake account. They have their real account. If they want come in on my live, they have to come with their real account. If they have 1,000 fake account, it will get black. And worse, if they come in and make comment and come talk about no time come and no Marky G.
Me applaud that. 1 billion%.
Yeah, Kizzy. And they get up and them talk about minimum wage. Who the hell in Jamaica work for minimum wage now? We need to clarify there's something, you know. Nobody now get no minimum wage because if somebody come in your house for work and you now pay them $10,000, they don't want the job. They don't want it. And think their labor now, if you not pay them 8,000, 7,000, 8,000 a day, they don't want it. So tell me about the $15,000 minimum wage. You know, just come and talk a lot of bullshit. See that Mr. PNP done. So no go and embarrass yourself out of place the way they because you don't have the sense where you have. You talk, you don't know what to talk about, you protest, you don't know what to protest about, you hear something, you run with it, and you don't have no facts and come and chat shit. Back to Miss Lady.
Andrew.
Go clean up your cobweb. Which part you live like Anansi in the United States. No make me talk out on a secret.
Andrew T28 bank book.
Jamaica and Andrew 28 bank account. If me did in Andrew shoes, would have friggin' own the 28 bank them. You think I account them would have won? Or the bank them would have won?
Yeah, but Archie didn't know say me I run through it. Me I go back in me I go down memory lane where they know Arcade. A 14 account me run through already. I'm sure me not get all of them.
Not talk about me. Me not even talk about me. Some of them dormant. Me not even know if my name still exists for them and you come talk about 28 bank account.
All the chaos burn she, me see what they about she gonna protest. Fuck, you know man, tough like a old stone. So me hate them. Oh, say we then hate the Prime Minister.
FKU don't even look on Simon Curse guilt because he curse. Listen to me now. Don't even mention him.
Yes, Bridget. Yes.
Yes, Bridget, my love.
Yes, Bridget.
I keep get up family this morning, bad man.
Me don't know where they give him this morning. He could just not chatty foreign at them so.
He get up on me this morning, hard, me love me. Can't get a word. Can't say morning.
Where Bridget? Bridget.
From me coming out, you want to say morning and liquor kill me.
Morning, honey.
We live in a basement and we have tech train with madman and shit up people and all this something there.
I don't like chaos bird, man. I don't like chaos bird. I don't like the gleaner. I don't support nothing about them, not even
live like cockroach and cobweb. I force me that one day.
What the truth? In an active basement.
They don't know a cockroach dip low and cobweb up in a ceiling. Attic and basement.
Jesus.
And then live nowhere and come disrespect Jamaican, but we
hungry. The Prime Minister well focused on do what I do. Then can't stop the Prime Minister. No care where they talk, no care where they go, no care who they chop and then team. The Prime Minister can't lose again.
Miss Chicago go up sitting there cause MP. Then me see company live as you pay the MP and come my meeting.
Then Cargo is a businessman. Cargo everybody say me a
company live. Tell them say don't attack Cargo. Cargo and the Angel collect them money for go work on PMP stage. Let them. Make them
Cargo and labor right. Labor right. Him get paid, so him just come out. You know, see Cargo no afraid to talk. If them pay you and pay you big.
The man get a job.
He get a job, so he go do it.
Him is an artist and the PNP want to entertain.
The man get a job,
man. We're not interested for entertain. We're interested for a secure and prosperous Jamaica. So make the circus go and do circus job.
At the vote that counts.
The man get a work.
Him doing work.
Tamara Tiny is asking how Dalvey look.
Oh no, man, Dalvey division. And that Michelle Charles one, she will never. And Patty Russia, she will never get it. That division, she cannot get it.
Dalvey are predominantly PNP.
No,
and that she want. She want that division until she weak. That's my division. That's the division I'm in. That's the division she can't get. Never.
Blank.
Yes.
Blank.
Yes, sir.
Me I want me tree with a scotch bonnet pepper now.
What that have to do with me?
Me girl.
Blank, you want some East Indian mango?
Yes,
one bad man kill you.
Blank, they're fine. You can't get nothing.
I want to tell you now.
Plant have to take mango in a plastic bag. You cut up the mango and throw it in a plastic bag.
You see, a bad mind me. Just wait till me just pop up out of the airport. I'm just showing somebody at Jamaica.
They're going to greet you out the plank with your mango.
You can't come out there. Me can't get so near to St. Thomas and come up Portmore. Me have to head out to St. Thomas.
You know, see what the White House is. Me always go get mango.
Mango they are dash man.
And Nesberry?
Yeah, mango and Nesberry at the White House.
So mango, we come to talk about this morning.
Me soon come because I make mango season done and I no eat all 3 dozen.
As long as a woman a deal with me a thief.
Last night that's 6 meat. 6 meat last night.
As long as they're not right.
Me feet 1 3 dozen East Indian front of St. Thomas.
Go away, man, then they are right now a stone dog.
Go away, yeah.
Not to mention the common mango
that this morning are politics.
Come on, mango for me.
Yeah, politics. You have something to tell me?
You just don't want to talk about mango, so if a mango talk, me have to go leave.
You have something to tell me? Tell me something now. You know, see me like when St. Thomas people and come out and attack them. Big up the St. Thomas people.
My division never lose.
I don't know how long me no see no taps are coming.
My division never loses.
Michelle, let me take it. Nobody not even talk about James.
Love my division so much.
Kizzy, Mario afraid him.
Big up Dalvey, one Dalvey out of St. Thomas.
Yeah.
Kizzy, Mario is fretting so nobody now mention South. South St. Catherine.
Yeah. Mario not tell me.
Me can't help St. Catherine.
No, but look
if them not mention that other people mention it.
No, but it look like Mario beat Fist Jackson into submission a long time. Me no hear him when there. Mario, please, into submission.
Fitz Jackson say him not for thing them not for campaign. Him not for do nothing. Him not for say nothing because him done win already.
Because he's not a candidate. He's not a candidate because from one day candidate dead like a dog. Not even for the top candidate now.
Wanna make Mario run Ghana? Where Mario? Mario.
You know what to Mr. Dabney? You know Mr. Dabney Depan. Mr. Dabney look like
Mr. Dabney
look like him in changing mind.
Yeah.
Mario
yeah. Blank, me na this. You see politics, me telling you, I grew up in a politics, you know. Here accounts meeting used to keep on my veranda with my little boy. And me telling you, say, when me tell you, me no feel something, me no feel it. Me not just talk off of my own experience and you know, me no feel it, you know, dead.
One love, what you talk about? Dabney?
It's alright. Are you alone know what you talk about?
Alright, me ask you.
The other day, Dabney promote, hot. Southern St. Catherine, Southern this, and this, and that. And he rile up the crowd. And from what day, he come like, you know, so hot girl will come and go club con
Hello, hey.
Plank could not mention go, Plank.
Hey, hello, it's not even that. Listen to me now. We don't leave Mr. Dabney alone. You see, if Mr. Dabney, you see, all I can say is Mr. Dabney has been on my platform several times, and I will not, and it's a man that I truly like. I have nothing negative to say about him publicly, other than the fact is, if you guys over there who are the delegates feel as if Mr. Dabney is not doing his part, then you don't need to take it to Dr. Chang. Dr. Chang like to remove candidates. So please put yourself together properly, like decent labor rights, and do Dr. Chang. There's nothing Dr. Chang like more than
to remove candidates.
To remove candidates.
Ask Valda about that. Valda will teach you know how to do that.
And if you don't know how to do it, ask Valda. Ask Valda and the people in Westmoreland. Right. They know how to do it. Because even sitting MPs, them powerful and get rid of. So if you can't get rid of one candidate, then you don't deserve no MP. You don't deserve to sit on the PNP punishment. Right. And that's all that.
No one run some underneath it, you know. Easy because I tell you, say it's hard.
Easy, you have to go run the president. You have to go run the president, you know.
One love. Yes. One love. You need to inbox me.
Bridget, I want to see you, friend Valda.
If you don't listen, you know, don't listen to Kizzy tone, you know. Listen to what Kizzy I said. Don't listen to her tone.
Me like Valda because you are going. Because Valda not get in house redo. Valda just push out in blood clot. Yeah, me like Valda.
Plank man.
Plank mode. One love.
Now you know me not keep a bad word for my platform.
Yes, I get.
More asleep now, Kizzy.
Go on your bed.
Yes, I get.
Why don't you attic man?
Inbox me.
Why don't you attic man? Go on, cry.
Not me.
Crabwebs. But really and truly, we're not going to ash out no story with any disgruntlement with Mr. Dabney right now. It has to be done over there. It will not happen on my platform.
Kizzy.
Mario, say one valid number.
You have a lot of East Indian man going on. Who wants some East Indian man?
You Mario say what talk to Valda.
Bridget, make Valda go. Valda go. Valda want 200,000.
They want the East Indian mango.
Mario, you can't keep it. Mario,
I need to sleep with her at night. Make sure go.
Mario, you can't keep your mango. I went to Sanil 3 days ago, and I got about 70 East Indian mango. None of your business.
But you're not easy.
You're not saying no one more about no mango over here.
No, minister run on road race. What a man feel run.
But we don't know what is happening with Mr. Dabney. I don't know what is happening. I have to go call him myself because I like Mr. Dabney, you know.
Like him too.
Mr. Dabney, nobody give me the bamboo fire treatment.
We are talking about mango, you know, we got it.
Mr. We come off of my platform with the mango because I want Patrick, I just don't think he doesn't have the resources. Which resources? More than he need people vote.
Maria, I want to come. John Snell last night with 2 vehicles.
Yes.
A sing Labour Party song.
Yes.
Okay.
Maria, we cannot apply for the seat.
One love. Me not like how you're going. No, one love.
Maria, you're not good standing and apply for the seat, no?
What me do?
You know me, I not hide from me, no.
Why?
Arky, you know, till now, me not figure out
how. You know, me not like when don't get me upset. Because I know me bring up Mr. Dabney name.
Kizzy is so passionate about Dabney. Dabney are all our friend.
Kizzy
But me not know people for content about me feel loud Dabney argument. They know me shut it down. So where you can chat say?
Kizzy just passionate.
You know me I got any live right now.
Where are you? How you do that?
Oh, you have to end the live, Kizzy. Oh, you have to end the live.
Champunkus, been a business with Champunkus, you know.
Labour, keep marching now.
I don't know who can tell me if you chat say.
Marching on to victory.
How we talk about up off me seat? Come here, so me get candidate, me can't hear your name.
Labour,
We can't talk about it neither next. You have to go ask Dr. Chang.
Yes. Who call Dr. Chang for me? Somebody say no call Dr. Chang. Me want have a talk. Where Valda? Somebody call Valda this thing.
If we no want to move people out of seat, call Dr. Chang and JC Hutchinson.
Me need to talk to Valda. Me have to talk to Valda.
Me here so me get candidate. Me get one voice note from Omar Miller. I say even though I know say him was the best candidate, you know, he was not selected, but he like him I say he died.
Where do the money?
Yeah?
Look to the money.
Omar don't know he now get no seat.
Me hear one voice note from him where my ball to he supporters.
What
you not send me?
Knox.
Why not send me Knox?
Omar Miller, the next one there, the principal, what name there?
Makolsky.
Them not have no manners. Them go down a Belmont Road, go and fight in front of Dr. Chang and Holness. So they food so.
I win that.
Blank.
Mario, you know what I win that. You have enough problem with it. Left that alone.
Peace. One love make you mash up Mario, so.
No, but Mario take leave from Canada if go win election. I know Mario go tell me say he want to talk to Valda. Me not like that. Go on back to Canada if you can't manage, man. Go on back.
No can't deal with Mario, so.
Mario. Oh, you win. Oh, let me tell you. You see, you win a PMP, a dominated PMP seat. You find when you go in there, you look for the pocket of JLP supporters every night, and you try to pull them together. That's the first thing you do.
Some of them hard to pull one love. They come in like wisdom teeth. You have to operate, so you know, say some wisdom tooth, you see? Go across where you have to put it to
unruly Ellis. Hold on. Well on the guys. Chris is asking a question. If a party is not in line with what you think is best for Jamaica, would you change your mind? What do you mean what you think? You who think? No people can't be on the party. No people can't even run their house. They have one bed, they have one room. And then can't run in one room, much less where them think. I know where you think are best for country run country.
You can't be bigger than your party.
So what kind of question is that?
That's so like when Michael Manley said, "Make we win the election and we will work it out."
No, they're not some say where they say don't see no the one of them down go and go talk and then after election no go and back go vex.
That's why the PNP have so much done.
Yes, Chris, please rework. Somebody beg on what Tina beg you one box. Let me invite in Chris. Chris want have one serious political conversation.
You can't take my box, Kizzy.
Where you going? We didn't ask you.
The conversation.
Come, Chris. Chris, please touch on that. You can.
Yes, Chris, you are forward. Wait, the email.
Bring up Chris there.
KKJ and me here so too, but me I know Dr. Chang me here from, and if I know Dr. Chang see so me can't take it.
Don't listen to nobody here, your knocks. Wait until when Dr. Chang can. And when Dr. Chang talk, no dog.
Let's go up in the box.
But me not see him again. Right, Chris did send the request. I'm not bother see him again.
Mario.
In there.
Let me hear Chris. Chris, first of all, what on Chris?
Yeah.
Where are you from, Chris?
Well, me originally from Clarendon.
Okay, which division? No, which division? Which constituency?
My
Who is the
constituency.
MP?
Yeah, majority PNP and then JLP. But me not really me vote two sides already in my lifetime.
Oh, so you're a swing voter?
Yeah, pretty much. Me try vote with women the direction I think is best for the country.
Okay, all right. So currently, what in your opinion is where you think is best for the country?
This is the first election since start vote from 2000 and I think 2000 and when I last the election before that one was my first vote.
Oh, 2016 was the first vote.
Yeah, that was my first adult vote.
Yes, that may try to clarify how old you be and them something.
Auntie Kizzy, me no want to cut you off, you know. Chris, which constituency you come from? You know answer that part there. Majority PMP me grew up in.
No,
which one?
No, that why your MP in that area you come from.
Oh shit, a Bunting? Oh crap, hold on.
But Chris no know which constituency, you know?
No man.
Well, Arkidin young man left him.
Me left long time. Me left Mineralize a good while now, but at the time I think it was
it's a Pernell Charles.
Pernell Charles.
He's Pernell Charles. No, but them time they when him vote the first time in 2016 and never Pernell.
I think it was Bounty at the time.
William. After Spencer.
Manchester.
Spencer already did down there.
He man to something here. Bunting run down there already. He man to something. He not totally.
He not totally.
Long time. Him never
vote in 2016. If you vote 2016 the first time, it would have been Roddy.
Roddy and Spencer.
Yeah. Okay, all right. So when we vote, so we left and gone at home.
All right, guys, no hold on. Make him talk one at a time,
so
please.
My question, my overall question.
Hold on. Make him talk.
Yeah, man, that's a quick question, Megan. So my overall question is, being young to politics and now me observe the facts and the accusations and all of them things. So my main question is, if a party is not going in the direction that you approve of, for whatever reason it may be, would you still vote for that said party, or would you just switch your vote, or just abstain from voting that election?
One question. You said that you, one individual person, is not approve of, or the entire.
No, but Mario, we can't go speak for yourself.
You can only speak for yourself.
Remember, say you can't vote for nobody else, you can only speak for yourself.
But is it sometimes?
No, Mario, make we hear what I say and why you make that statement.
Yes.
But hold on, guys. I want to ask Chris one question. When you voted your first time in 2016, you see, Chris, what motivated you to vote at the time? And if you wish to be open and transparent, you can also tell us who you voted for.
No, me not mind. Cause I'm saying 2 elections, I vote for 2 different parties because I was interested one before and then interested one after. So the first election, I put my vote at PNP. Reason being,
2016.
Yeah, the reason being, I did come through a lot of the social programs them of like getting my degree, finishing, like you grow up, done high school as a young Jamaican youth. There was a lot of social programs back in 2011 to around 2016, around them time that was established by the PMP. And
okay, so you want to see Portia Simpson back in power?
Yeah, because it was beneficial to me and to my surroundings, like all of my friends when I met through them social programs, they went on to get with degree.
Like which social program? It can be specific?
Of course, CSJP. So that was a program a lot of my community benefit from. So you can look, it's shut down now since I'm JLP, but it was a good program. It helped with university, helped with a lot of things. Actually spearhead my life now. So
hold on, Chris. The CSJP, the youth program that.
CHJP, yeah, so back then it was a youth program for people fresh out of high school. And
In a shutdown, it's rebranded.
Oh, well, the persons who rebranded as well. I think it was merged with Heart. Like, Heart did overtake majority of these programs.
It rebranded.
It is still.
So what happened?
It's still the man.
So what happened our time?
No. Hold on.
I mean, really want to spread the misinformation.
Him must speak, same benefit from that program. So he thought that it was shut. I think you shut down, or you did certain night, are you? Because now Punkus is telling us that the program is not shut down; it was rebranded.
So what I'm aware of is that the outstretch of the inner communities, like the country communities in Clariton, it was retracted, and the majority of the persons had to relocate to town to get assistance and stuff like that. So a lot of the things when it happened, me know so hard they take over a lot of it, and majority of it did get a focus in a Kingston, Montego Bay, Ocherius, and then they remove it from the inner cities in the country area. But I mean, I said that was the reason why I did vote.
All right, that was the reason why you voted in 2016.
Well, on the Kizzy, Chris.
All right,
Chris. No for them program here, Chris. Why them revamp them and move them is because of support. Many times them don't get the numbers to equate the constant support because the cost of it have to match with the numbers. Then, but continue.
All right, that's okay. So in 2016. You voted for Mama P, and then you said 2020 now.
2020.
You vote again. So how that part they go?
So I was impressed by the JLP. Well, I'm not gonna be 100% honest at that time. Them time I'm not dig deep in politics. I was more on the visual of it, the visual aspect of politics. So how it look, how the PM presents themselves, and what them tell you upon news. But me not check the results of what them tell you. So I was impressed by the JLP presentation.
Make him talk. Make him talk, Plank.
So the man talk, man.
So
go ahead, Chris.
No, we understand the politics.
Good morning, man.
Come on, guys, make him finish. Make him finish. So in 2020.
Biases, I just share my point, like my experience growing up.
No. Hold on. Now one conversation we have. Nobody now rile up. It's just that everybody want to ask a question, but we don't have to give him a chance to explain that we can get the fullness, guys. Please. So in 2020, you said.
Get pen and paper and write on the question and ask him after. Let him speak. I want to hear what he has to say. Please.
Yes. So you make a note of saying that. So as a second time voter, the first time you voted because you were benefiting from a program implemented by the PNP in 2016. Then 2020 you made a note now to say you did not dig deep into politics. Really, you were on type of visual voter. So you were not looking at the results of anything. You just vote based on what you did see and what the news.
The presentation was superb. Like to me, the JLP presentation, especially I think it was in COVID period, I believe as well.
Yes, September 2020.
Yeah, and the early section of that period of how the JLP handled COVID. Like the presentation, like, I don't know if you remember the news with Christopher Tufton, like all of that was just perfect.
Yes, it was really impressive. It was really impressive.
It was really good. But then what happened to me now is that me vote for them now after that situation.
Yes, you said you voted in 2020. So since 2020 and now, what happened to you?
So now me start looking into the corruption things of it. So now my brain I developed a little bit further. And then you start finding out, say, millions of dollars put behind the Tufton TV, something within that department, something. Money here, money there, and then me feel like.
Hold on. Chris, hold on. Don't confuse yourself. Don't confuse yourself. Let us get either you stick to one something and we flash it out, and then you can move on to the next because we're not in a rush. So you are talking about the market me.
Yeah, thank you for the name. That you remember.
Yes. So what you know about Market Me and that whole situation?
So based off of what I was hearing is that majority of the money that was pushing into it is not majority of the money that was reflecting on paper. And then, so these were the things where me hear from the PNP side.
So yes, you hear that from the PNP side, from them time. So which hear that happen again, guys? Somebody help me out there with the information, please and thanks. Because we need a refreshers course to go back into that whole mess.
So that's what I said. Prior to 20...
may I get a call, guys. So may I left Arkid and Mario and Punkus in charge.
So prior to 2020. I was not prior to that period of JLP, I wasn't deep into the financial side of politics, like where money I go and where money I come from. And then that's why I asked the question. My main question is that if you think that your party is misusing your taxpayers' money, you can do your own research on that, which I implore people to do. If you think the party you support is misusing your funds, which both parties do, don't get me wrong. At one time I vote for each. So I have no biases. So if you think your party is misusing your funds, would you still put your trust in that party to lead your firm? If you are. No,
all right, so me make my phone call, Chris. You don't need to ask no question yet. Cause we not reach this yet. Because you, first of all, you cannot use the perception of corruption and allegations to say if to ask that question. You have to have proof, right? So if you're going to talk about the allegations, which up to today, you and based on your level of intelligence where you display right here, so I am baffled that somebody like you would fall for allegations because you throw the whole Market Me thing and you have no proof. You don't know what you cannot definitively say what was corrupt there, what was the corruption there, what happened.
So all right, so
you ever hear about the corruption in the PNP controlled Manchester Parish Council?
No, of course, and the debushing scandal, and that's what I start read up more after 2020. So this is why I tell you.
Chris, what about
but because you're reading more now, you should be able and capable to differentiate what is real corruption from what is perceived corruption and what is allegations, innuendos, differently from who end up at jail and who got prison for corruption.
I mean, I doubt that, you know.
It's not about doubt. You're intelligent enough and you're bright enough. You say you're deep diving now and you do your research.
Yeah.
So I am saying to you that all these allegations of corruption,
Kizzy,
when them dash out towards the Jamaica Labour Party.
Hold on the Kizzy. If Chris, I have a serious problem. Hold on the Knox. If you're going to use the word if and hearsay in one sentence and put it with you're gonna combine it with corruption, we have a serious problem. Hearsay and if. So you answer your question by making your statement.
I think be purposely avoidant of my question.
No, Chris,
No,
Chris,
hold on, you said
Arkid, one stop.
Okay.
Chris.
Yeah.
Chris.
Yeah, man.
You mentioned you heard Market Me saga, and then you went to research.
Yeah, that's where
what we are not getting is what your research turned up. You heard the allegations, and then you went deep diving. Having heard about Market Me and the allegations against Market Me, you went to research what it is that you found out through your research.
What I have, from my own perception, from what I have read so far, so is that government officials, as I said, me only base this off of I'm just give this disclaimer. I'm only basing this off of the last few years because that is when my interest start peak. So the more recent the events, the more information I might have on them. So
yes.
Yeah. So the reason
based
why
on that, you went to research market me, and I can only deal with problems one at a time. Can remember, may I get old, so if anything going on my head now, sitting off, it come out. And you know what I forget when we live.
True.
Good.
Market me was a long time ago, so that wasn't the most recent one I'm looking into. But I'm just using that as an example. My perception after reading all of the Gleaner takes on it, and
all right. Make we go now. What is the most recent one that you have an issue with? Cause you sound biased to me. I can't.
No man, hold on.
No,
this is the reason why we can't have conversation in a political.
Hey. No, babe. Missy Ella in the comment, and Ella say, as a PNP voter, my party have a lot of skeletons in the closet with teeth too. Okay? So that is Ella saying that me don't know if we reach this about who teeth too, because you can prove teeth. You understand?
Yeah. So me want to know
what I want to understand from you, Chris.
What is the most
wait the next. Chris, you're asking us a question, but before we get to your question, and nobody now have
your answer 20 before we get to one.
Yeah, but you have to answer for the question after we platform this. You have to answer for the question. We will answer up like your question a simple question. Me definitely any party where squander Jamaica's money with taxpayers' money. Of course that's a no-brainer. That is a no-brainer, but that is not the question where you ask. You ask about right direction. And right direction and wrong direction mean different things to different people. So that is a broad question. Me don't know which direction in your eyes is the right direction.
That's my question is a personal direction. So my question is more in the line of if you personally believe your party is not on the right direction for you.
Chris, me hear your question, Chris. Hold on, Chris. Because we got all over me direct me.
I want
tell me what was wrong. Chris, hold on, Chris. Chris, I made actually listen to you. What was the wrongdoing found with Market Me and the Ministry of Health?
Yes, so as me that say again, I tried on the point on the Market Me situation. So my review of it is that the political officials, and they can apply this right across generations, took loopholes for fund for receive. The claims. So that is what my view of it after I complete. So just like when you have your manager in if anyone working in a finance institution, this is
Chris, hold on, Chris. I got to ask you the question again. Can you not answer what was the wrong thing, the wrong illegal thing that they did?
Oh, so that's all right.
Not your perception. The wrong thing that was identified.
The wrong thing that was identified is the misquoting of funds. So to say that misquoting that when it is not, it doesn't actually work.
How much is that misquoted of funds? How much money? Tell me.
We not have all of that, you know. Can Market Me was a while.
Hold on, Chris. No. A $40 million worth of contracts Market Me get. $40 million worth of contracts. No, you see the loophole where you talk about, Chris? Remember, a COVID time, the place shut down. So it's not just ministry. All government agencies. You see the necessary bureaucracy what certain things that I go through, right? The cabinet bypass that to make sure say the money reach the relevant agencies and the relevant people them, so the people them of Jamaica can get the necessary help in a short space of time. Because if everything for go through the procurement contract, parliamentary committee and everything, it going to take long for
Not only that, Punkus. People need to understand that during COVID, we were under state, the country was under a state of like emergency powers then, right? So it was not business as usual, Chris. Like the everyday running of a country. All the countries across the world where the pandemic did affect, there was some powers where did let me find the English. Some powers where the government not usually use were now available to them. Right? Emergency legislations. Thank you that night. You understand? So a lot of things that would like we Punkus us about the procurement process, a lot of them something that they cut out. So no Anki Panky never did that. There are allegations.
Chris, I mean, Chris, my elevator not go all the way to the top floor. When you get to the point, when you do your investigation, did you find Chris Tufton guilty of anything?
Oh no. If you ask me if I'm guilty in a court of law, no. If I think he would have been found guilty in a court of law, no. What I think they do.
No, but you said government officials.
Blood clean.
That's why Chris, government officials who can be spread across decades.
Then but, Chris, the way you put that across, you know. Oh, Chris.
No, but
no, but hold on. But Chris, why you keep going back to across decades when you're speaking about a specific situation that occurred underneath this administration? Because you see, if you're going to speak across the administrations and over decades, then you can pick out one incident that was some allegations from the opposition side. You can't. That is unfair to the administration currently in power.
So my
Chris.
All right, go on.
Chris, how old are you, may I ask, sir?
Not 28 now.
Plank him at 28, he voted in 2016 for the first time.
Yeah, and you vote 2 times.
And him vote the information. A swing voter.
Yeah, and the information where you get that information from, sir?
Which one I speak of? The market me information?
Remember, said Chris is a college graduate.
Planky answered already.
Because that's a question of
Planky answered.
No.
He answered.
He said Gleena. Now put me from side to side. So
where you get the information from?
Gleena.
So, do you believe the Gleena is a credible source?
If I don't believe one of the major, well, not credible.
No, yes or no? It's yes.
Right,
yes or no? Yes or no?
Answer
no, man. You can't ask people about yes or no.
I quote Nina.
Make it answer. I want to make it answer.
Make it answer or you want answer.
Every media system can be swayed by any influence. That's my belief. But if I lead with the belief, say, the biggest media outlet, or one of the biggest media outlets in Jamaica is corrupted, then me not going to listen to nothing. More than people on TikTok.
Chris, have you ever seen the Gleena retracting and correcting news that they reported?
Oh yeah, Mr. Them Richard, man. Well, recently.
Okay. So you know too that even they do blunder, and it big. The size of them are how long them exist. No means that them free and fair from bias, and free and fair from corruption, and free and fair from mistake.
Of course,
Chris.
Yeah.
Hold on the one. Chris, do you know who is the chairman of the Gleena company?
No, not right now, no.
Okay.
All right, so I have one different question I want to ask Chris.
Go on.
Chris, you say, Chris, you say, if you realize they are biased, you're going to stop listening to them, right?
Yeah.
So if me show you and prove to you the chairman of the Gleena company in a PMP shirt and a Mark Golden cap, and in a video and even in my own newspaper pushing support for the People's National Party, who you start listening to Gleena RJR Communication?
Of course. I mean, as me tell you,
just Google him. I'll have to Google him. I see picture come up. Chris, all you have to do is Google him and you see picture come up under the picture.
Anyways, what are the guys? Because we need to establish with Chris. Before we go them the lens there. We need Chris ask a question regarding direction, right? And if we are going to vote and what have you. I am asking you now, Chris, when the election that is due, when it is called, are you saying that right now where you stand you don't know where to put your X?
Yes, pretty much. We have 2 reasons for that though.
Okay, yeah, that is what I want to hear.
2 reasons for that, and then this is why I research I get deeper and deeper. So I have two reasons for that. The first reason is that PNP, I don't feel like them have any leadership or structure within them system. So Mark Golden is just a face. With them it's like a puppet with a puppet master and nobody in a master at top. So it's string the industry there. So, and then with JLP, may get as tainted by the amount, which is, I know is a PNP directive, so may take it with a grain of salt. But still, the amount of allegations put on the JLP in the last 2 years make me kind of feel iffy about the direction. So that in the middle with both, well, one, me completely just don't feel no formal leadership with the PNP since Mama P gone. And
all
then,
right. All right,
JLP,
Chris, one stop now.
Knox, make him finish, please.
Make him finish. Knox, make him land. Make him
Please,
land.
hold on, guys, hold on. Me go becoming on we talk about one another. When him finish, then Knox I go talk with him. After Knox, depending on how it go, then the next person. But please, make we look here. We have a unique situation here. And when we say this is important because this, you see the age, you see Chris age group, they are the problems when the next election call. So, uno please be patient. Make we maintain respect. And Chris has so far been also very respectful, and he has been very transparent. So make we take our time and flash this out. So finish, Chris, and then Knox have the question.
You can go, cause that was my main point. That the allegations over the last few years.
The allegations over the last 2 years towards the JLP kind of overwhelming for you.
Yes, and then the lack of structure within the PNP.
Within the PNP.
Past allegations on the start reduction.
Okay.
All right. So Chris. All right, Chris. So we're going to take the allegations one by one.
Mm-hmm.
You have a list of the allegations that you find floundering?
Yeah, so
all right, so start with number one allegation for you. So and let us flesh that out.
The one when we start read up on was the criminal case of Royal Reid, and then the protection with Royal Reid and the continuing salary that I'm aware of Royal Reid still getting. So those things, and then the whole education.
All right, no.
One of the Knox. Look on the screen, look a bit there, just for 1 second before Knox continue. Look at that, Chris.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Ross. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Chairman of the RGR Communication Group, just standing by his endorsement at Mark Golden for the leadership of the People's National Party. The chairman of the Gleaner. My boss.
Yes, man.
All right.
Are you hearing about this for the very first time?
Regarding the Gleaner, yes. This is my first time seeing that information.
You have to ask him when we get it from one, not show him. No, just
this
let it.
October 21, 2020, you know.
Okay.
So, continue.
You know, Chris, so me kind of frightened that a person who is well spoken and well learned. Now we read this from the Gleaner.
No, but you'll be surprised, that majority of
Chris, who is Mr. Matalan?
Involved in politics.
Chris, who is Mr. Matalan?
Yeah, I know Matalan. Well, I know Matalan, but not know him political.
You're aware of the Matalan them.
And you never know, say, him own Gleaner.
Yeah, I know him, but we never know them political.
No,
but RGR Communication Group.
But Walande, Chris, the reason why I am surprised that you don't know this is the fact that you said Gleaner is your choice. At them you get your
choice of information.
Your source, at them are your source.
Your source of information.
Your main source of information.
Auntie Kizzy, they get 20 seconds, Chris, please. Just one simple question, Chris. My question them direct. In the last couple of weeks, you see, Chris?
Yeah.
You give two information. I'm as a civil Jamaican, more you tell me which one of them you think more important. Farmer Dan, our so-called old Dan, say PNP is going to win the election by 38 seats. Listen to that, that's one of the statement. The next statement, poverty was cut in half. They said week. Which are the information you think more important to the country of Jamaica?
The poverty.
Did you know that the Gleaner didn't publish the poverty that was cut up till now, but them publish
The poverty
him they're going by 38 votes. Okay.
But you saw the Scanlan statement, right?
Yeah, I saw that online. We never know. Said the Gleaner do a story.
So what is your take on that?
No, as me say no, I am not stronghold. You know, really fight the point. I'm not stronghold on a political or medium bias. So if the PNP, I will not give me information to the PNP is biased. Me easily will take my mind off fight. But my struggle is then where do I get my media from?
You want your JIS? Jamaica Information Service.
PBCJ.
PBCJ.
You believe it or not, if you listen to Nationwide, you'll learn a lot too. Yeah, have them biases, but you'll learn a lot.
Well. Hold on, Chris asked me if you don't believe so what?
Max, if you don't believe that there's any political biases in those other media.
In Jamaica Information Service?
Yeah,
we not see it declared yet.
I have not seen any bias by the JIS.
Chris, JIS go from one government to the other, from JLP to PNP.
Yes.
If it not go through Parliament and the Senate, JIS now go record it or publish it.
Okay.
So they not report anything we assume.
So it's like murder. Then they report murder all them something.
I can ask Chris what recent thing you know.
I want to talk with Chris about the
No, but me not get to any allegations yet.
The Royal Read. He mentioned the Royal Read thing. And we need to talk about it.
And connecting the dots, they don't have a conversation with them between about like we go.
All of you have a conversation, guys. We have to just take it easy. But the Royal Read thing, well, let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As I was saying, Max, my thing was that my first instance was the Royal Read situation and the perceived protection Royal Read receiving from the party.
From which party?
Which
from
party?
The JLP party.
Oh,
all right.
In what way? What form?
So in the form of he's not. Well, we can blame the courts for this, but his case.
No, Chris, you have to make up your mind.
Well, his case seemed to be not proceeding through the courts. He's perceived to this is allegation. I'm not sure. Somebody tell me this. What's in the Ministry of Finance? He's still receiving salary.
Salary from who?
From the government.
Which government?
Right. Hold on. Yeah, man. Me not saying it's bigger the big screen. Me not saying nothing. It's bigger the big screen.
Can I say something?
But all of the MP them pay slip is public information.
No, but I mean,
just like
yeah, but that is not the point. The point is that Chris is wrong. Government is not the government. The Jamaica Labour Party is not protecting Royal Read in any way, shape, or form. And the Jamaica Labour Party is not paying Royal Read any money.
Hold on, Kizzy, can you see this?
Just like
hold on up, Plank, man. Hold on up, Plank.
Plank, I don't believe.
Chris, are you?
Yeah, but there.
Are you seeing what on the screen? Is it who Royal Read get the money from?
JC in settlement.
All right, look at the other line here. Is what it said? In $10 million bonus from who?
Jamaica College, JC.
Thank you very much.
Is Jamaica College? Is Jamaica College a government entity? Or a Jamaica Labour Party entity?
Kizzy, can I say something? Chris, listen, I'm gonna be straight with you. I personally, and this is not on the panel, about the panel or anybody listening. This is my personal opinion. I think if you were planning on voting, you weren't planning on voting for the Jamaica Labour Party. You are leaning towards the PNP, hence why you come out here and talking. And really and truly, I don't have the patience with somebody like you, because if you were true, you would have done your research properly and not go out there and seek information from these people who are tearing down the Prime Minister and the Jamaica Labour Party. So you are one that I deem as a PNP, and you come up here to disrupt to waste people time and to talk garbage. Honestly, that's just my opinion. Straight, nail on the head.
Me can respect your opinion, Orchid. Me can tell you that is not the truth, but me can respect your opinion.
Chris,
What if that
Chris, my
was
son.
the truth? Chris?
Hey,
Chris, my son.
Please do that talk with him, please. Oh, no, make correct to that talk to him.
Good morning, everybody. Morning, everybody. Morning, Chris.
What's up?
I'm going to dissociate myself from Arcades coming. I don't necessarily believe that that you.
Yeah, break out there, connect.
Connecting internet now working on.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I'm saying that I'm siding. I'm not siding with Arcades coming. I'm not siding with Arcades coming.
No, man.
Barry Garden, me will lift you up out of my comment section very fast. You hear me, I tell you?
Respectfully.
You try and know that. Okay.
As someone who is coming from the bowels of the PNP, I understand. In fact, I know how difficult it is to not be a PNP. It is easier to be a PNP than a JLP in Jamaica. It is easier to be a PNP than not to be a PNP, especially if you have benefited from PNP programs.
Yeah.
You understand me? It's very difficult, and I emphasize it any PNP activist. I tell you something. Sometimes, no matter what you see, no matter what you see about the PNP, it's like you have this compelling emotion to support the PNP, no matter what they do. One of the things I want to clear the air, you said a number of things.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think I want to ask you a lot of questions. I just want to lay out some things here. The PNP has a deliberate strategy to attack the leader of the JLP. They started with Bustamante from independent 1962. By the way, I was born before independent. I'm a pre-independent JLP. I have been around for a long time. I have never migrated. I've never lived anywhere else outside of Jamaica. Right?
Yeah.
The PNP has a deliberate strategy where they go after the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party. And what they do is that they cram up their surrogates in both the public and private sectors. And they use them to do things to demonize the JLP and to win elections that they would have otherwise lost. It started from 1976 and it continued right up until the last time they were in power. That happened in 1976, and the last time they came in power, they used the public service to bring those bills in day one. 1976 election, the government called a state of emergency for 1 year. Locked up Colonel Charles Bobby Green, locked up election day workers and imprisoned them, detained them, and released them after the polls closed. So they could not win that election. Michael Mann would have lost that election in 1976 without that action. I was a teenager going to school, and when I saw the image of Michael Mann on national television reporting to the nation that there were some subversive elements and that they were planning to overthrow the government in a coup, I was terrified as a teenager. I'm afraid. Because I believe it was a fat lie. They came back in 1997. Patterson was Prime Minister. Kiddy Knight was Minister of Security. Francis Forbes was Commissioner. And Willie Adams was the Ground Commander. And they invaded Tivoli Gardens. I believed them in 1997, although I was a big man. I believed them that they were actually carrying out genuine police operation. But the idea, Mr. Siaga at the time was the member of Parliament for Westminster in the Tivoli Gardens. Fall. Mm-hmm. And they were actually demonizing Edward Siaga. When I found out now that they were lying, it was in 2001 when they went back and did the same thing. Can I tell you that the PNP would have won 1997 without that invasion? So they would not have won so many seats. It was a massive landslide for the people in 97. They don't know it's in a background. They don't know right? Yeah. They won again. Not in 97. I think they would have won 97. But they actually stole the 2002 election. And let me explain why I said that. I don't say anything without giving you the basis for saying it. In 2001, I was by then the General Secretary of the Police Federation. Mm-hmm. I'm a former policeman. And the country was in election mode from 2001. As a matter of fact, the security forces were on election alert. I know because of my position on the executive of the Police Federation. I also know because Mr. Siaga was nominated, voted and selected by the committee to be the guest speaker at the annual conference of the Police Federation in 2001. After a few days, the committee called back another meeting and put back the issue to the vote. The issue of Mr. Siaga being the guest speaker. And they voted again, and it was 5 to 2, 1 abstain. Right? And the chairman called me. I was very offended and upset about it because if Mr. Patterson, although I supported the Labour Party then, if Mr. Patterson was selected as a guest speaker, I would not change my vote. I'm a principled individual, I'm a very principled person. I go by principle. So the chairman called me and he said to me, boy, this is the upset, you know. I mean, know you. You know, say you're full of principle and these things you dislike. And I don't want to lose the support because you know a lot of things. And sometimes you go to the meeting with the government, you are the person who bring a lot of things to the table. And you feel. So I want to have you. And he said, you know, the chairman told me that day. He said the police commissioner called him and tell him one cocos bag about it. I'm using the word that he used. He said, commissioner called him, Mr. Bridget, the commissioner called me and tell me one cocos bag about it, and I asked you, very mad. It was the Siaga guest speaker, the Federation Conference. In an election year, it was May 2001. But by then, PG had lost, the PNP had lost Northeast Sentan to sign the representative. Northeast Sentan is a strong PNP constituency. And they went back to the drawing board, put off the election. Omar Davis admitted after the election that he blew $10 billion of the country's resources. Because he said he knew that he was blowing up $10 billion. But I had an election to win. I know that we win it, we can fix it back. But we have to run with it. I don't know if you ever heard that famous run with it statement. You may not have, because it was 2002.
Well, I'm connecting, me no want to cut you, but you see, I am listening to you, and I listen to what Chris said, and you earlier you distance yourself from what Arcade said. I am not going to distance myself from Arcade, but Arcade say her thing and she left and she gone. And the thing is this, you see, Chris. So I want to have this conversation with you, and it's not because I don't share the views of Arcade. It's because I know that there are a lot of young persons out there within this age range, and also those who are going to vote for the first time at 18 years, and them don't know no other government other than the Jamaica Labour Party government. So I believe there is value in having this conversation with you, even though I am not convinced at all that you are a neutral person. Me not get that from you. I mean, I'll tell you what exposed you, Chris.
Go on.
Right? So you speak about the leadership structure, the PNP, and that is public knowledge, right? That is public knowledge, but yet the polls say that Mark Golding has gained ground. What has he done to gain ground? I don't know. Also, the reason why I entertain the conversation with you too is that I know that in the last 2 years, the PNP has done a lot of damage propaganda-wise to the Jamaica Labour Party. A whole lot. A whole lot.
More to the leader than the party. More to the leader than the party.
Here is where, yeah, them do a lot of damage with the propaganda. A lot of persons, even some labor rights fall for it and started doubting and started questioning themselves. So I am not one of the labor rights who turn my head and pretend as if some damage not done due to the lies. Because you know why? We find ourselves so much having to correct and explain the lies. So I know that it has done a number. So that is the reason why I want us to have the conversation. But the thing here will expose you now, Chris.
Yeah, no, before you expose me, I just want to establish you believe in your perception that me's a PNP person.
No. That's not what I said.
Okay, continue. Sorry.
That's not what I said. I say to you earlier that, as a matter of fact, I said to the panel that this is a time to have this conversation, because a lot of persons your age group find themselves in this situation because uno no know enough about PNP and uno no know enough, even though you claim to do research, and you claim that the Gleaner is your choice, your choice to get information. But as a young person, Chris, 28 years of age, who went to school and had the opportunity where maybe a lot of Jamaicans never have for higher learning, you say you do research, but you're not doing no research. Because if you were really doing research, you would not bring up the market meeting, and you would definitely not talk about the Jamaica Labour Party protecting Ruel Reid. And you see these two things where you bring up, that is why the panel and the people in the comments start quarreling and say you're PNP undercover trying to pretend to be neutral. Because if you were researching any at all, the statement where you make about the Jamaica Labour Party, the first thing that the Prime Minister did, the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party did, when Ruel Reid name come up in those allegations, is to sack him. Sack him immediately. And you know why? You know why, Chris? Because that is what the leader of the Jamaica Labour Party can do in his capacity.
Yeah,
what he cannot try the case, he cannot investigate Ruel Reid, he cannot do anything else other than to remove him from the job when game, and that was done. That was done. So that statement accusing the Jamaica Labour Party of protecting Ruel Reid is false and wrong. May I go ask you to retract that? The next thing I want to say to you, you're saying that the case is not coming up through the courts. Look here, even regular civil case, they're not the court in Jamaica for years.
No, but this have
nothing to do with politician. This not have nothing to do with nothing at all more than our justice system in Jamaica. Then take 10 years with all sort of cases. So to use that to accuse and say the government or the Jamaica Labour Party protect, we do not have any jurisdiction over the courts in Jamaica. You know this as a learned person.
Kizzy, I don't think he knows, you know.
You don't think him knows?
Yeah, I support the learned person.
We are going to yield for a minute. And the next thing when you talk about him collecting his pay, the story about Ruel Reid and his pay is a conversation we have 1,000 times and was reported on thousands of times in a various media spaces. So every Jamaican, especially one who stay abreast of the news and current affairs, know that the Jamaica Labour Party, now the government, not paying Ruel Reid a cent. Ruel Reid is getting money because of the position where Ruel Reid hold at the school and the contracts and the laws will govern that. Now, nothing to do with politics. So HR, let's say HR say you know. Right. So HR, can you bring him up to speed and educate him? And maybe if there's anybody else on the live who don't understand, may I ask you, take the floor.
HR, you know that I am big HR.
Chris.
HR. No, connecting them.
Yeah, because connecting, you know, me love you to death. But you see, right now, the panel hot, the conversation hot, and we can't. Me now go sit here and make Chris have you a spoon feed him with something where he no want. The medicine where you give Chris and the medicine where Chris want. Chris want to talk about Ruel Reid and him put it out there, and me now go sit here and make it look like say we are over and cover up that. Hold on. Me so hear you, Chris. Hold on.
I mean, when I talk to him, I can't talk.
Yeah, but you have to wait little because every people talk over me, so me have to me lay it out something. I am going to allow you 1 minute connected. Me I give you 1 minute, and then me can allow Chris. And then, Marcus was asking earlier.
I will allow Chris to go before me.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, Chris. Go on.
Yeah, it's a disclaimer me I put on. You can believe it or not. It is full opinion in our full choice in there. The disclaimer me I put out is that we don't lean one side to any political party. I'm saying that because me start look into or me start listen to allegations quite recently since the pandemic. Before I was too young party and all of them stuff that to be involved in them mindset. So I'm saying that when I listen to Uno now in our forum and I give like the new information that I was giving about the Gleaner, as soon as I come off this live, I go research it more about the Gleaner. So I say, when I present me with the information, I understand that politics is a hot topic, and as soon as somebody says something where you know to be false, all right, and it's against your party and you know it to be false, you automatically assume, say, this is for the next party. But you can allow room, which me not mind for say, you can allow room for ignorance. And then ignorance can be taught. So me not mind to admit ignorance in an environment, but my initial question was that if you think the people who you did support is going down the wrong direction, would you switch? And then it lead to which started out good, but the more questions me ask, the more I say, no man, this is a man a PNP. Why am I questioning the thing so much? You should have known say this fast. This is a man a PNP, which it then backs up the younger generation.
No, but Chris, you cannot blame the panel, Chris, because guess what happened?
No, blame them,
you are asking about things that were fully ventilated in the public. And if you said you were not paying attention earlier, but you start paying attention since the last 5 years. And see, within the last 5 years, we did there we had and stuck. So we did have nothing to do more than listen to the news and do a research.
So, but as you said, Kizzy, the allegations just the allegations put a stain on the leaders of the JLP and the elected officials within the JLP chosen by the leaders. So that
but Chris, you don't mention nothing we're going over PNP side.
But me I tell you
the PNP have had multiple scandals since 2020. Me not hear you talk about none of them.
I think you identify the things that when I say if you respond to an year, me I say. Me I tell you say when me start really look into politics, before me vote it was only selfish reason. CSJP, the college thing, all of them something there was all selfish reasons. Now me I look into it since as I say in our COVID time, I listen to more stuff. I say, well, what do you mean the party do this? What do you mean do this? Oh, and then you say, all right, what is going on? But as soon as somebody is opposed to the structure and asking questions, and as I say, you know it to be wrong. I not deny say you know it to be wrong. The first instance is to attack them for being another party. And then I say that leads the next generation to say, you know what? No bother with this. Leave it alone. So that's what I'm saying. I say, kind of comment and I say, hypocrite, liar. I say, boy,
yes, but not pay attention to the comments because the comment people are there. The people in the comments are there to listen to both sides, right? So them are going to draw them conclusion. Anyways, you finish?
Yeah, man. All right, go on now, connecting.
All right, guys, put the time up on connecting. Connecting up 1 minute.
No, man, go to somebody's. I use up the chat.
No connecting. You have the floor. 1 minute they pay your head.
No, yeah, we had to tell me in 1 minute, man.
Yes.
No, me not that. Anyway, yeah, moderator, anything you say? You know me love you, right? The conversation is going very well. I was trying to establish, not only for Chris, but for the 190 odd persons listening, and maybe more, that the People's National Party often refers to as a dangerous, corrupt, cultist criminal organization, is in the habit. I saw it when I was law enforcement of packing up their surrogates in the public service and in private entities, and they go hard after the leader of the Labour Party, starting with Bustamante right to Andrew Holness now. I am very well. All the judges in the integrity corruption, I have known them for over 40 years. I appeared before all of them. I would have appeared before every single one of them. Some of them and I have spoken and many outside of the court. In fact, one of them and I have a good relationship. And I'm so embarrassed that I don't even want to call the person's name now. I'm embarrassed for that person so much. You understand? And this People's National Party is no different from the People's National Party in the 1970s. So, the only point I want to drive home now, I'll come back and talk about something else, is that a lot of what you are seeing, the PMPs out there throwing out all kind of something to confuse you, even educated people. And it is working, you know. It is working on you.
I'm telling you, it's working on you, and you can't allow it. That's why you need a lot more information. I realize that you can't defend something that you are saying. A lot of what you are saying is false. But I don't necessarily think it's because you are leaving to the PNP. I think it's because the PNP itself is out there to capture the mind. The Prime Minister spoke about the battle of the minds, battle for the minds. And that is what is happening to you and a lot of other Jamaicans. The PNP is out there battling for your mind. Wait, sir, me don't know. Oh, 1 minute.
1 minute done yet.
1 minute long, man. Thank you, Kizzy.
You did get a little extra minute. But after that, guys, next, put your time up on HR. But give HR 2 minutes, please.
Oh, yeah, increase. Yeah, man, HR come in.
Yes, I'm here. Morning, everybody.
Morning.
Yes, Chris. So the the country is heading into an election, Chris. And I don't know you, but I would love to have your vote for the Jamaica Labour Party. But at the end of the day, I have to acknowledge that it's your choice. Yes, at the end of the day, you came on a platform with some concerns. The panel did their best to clear up those concerns. So the question I have for you, Chris, do you still have those concerns? What is your take now? Having heard what the panel said to you, do you still have those concerns?
Okay, when a question. Yeah, go on. Sorry. Oh, you want me to answer now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. There's two impactful things from this live. One was what son of Punkus show me was regarding the Gleaner affiliation and the production of the promotion of them political side. That was very impactful, and which may explain. Thank him for and tell him so as soon as me leave, me I go read up on that even more. So and if majority of my mindset comes from what I believe is the biggest media platform in Jamaica, finding out it's like American Fox News. You finding out that them only lean Republicans, then that taints my entire view of the entire party because I had trust in this media to be unbiased so far. So overall, my overall view wasn't leaning to any side though. That me try to get cross right across. It wasn't leaning.
And that's fine, and that's fine. That's if you listen to my question, I ask if you have the concerns. You came with some concerns, and the panel did their best to clear them up. So I want to know now, what do you have any reservations about the JLP, the current administration?
The reservations I have is still behind the alleged allegations and there being any truth to it. So even to the JLP leader, Mr. Holness, the reservations will still be there in the back of my mind, even though the panel.
What are those allegations? What are those? Let us see if we can dispel them right now. What are those allegations?
So those would be like the accounts that were taken out in different countries and moving through the system, and then the funding towards housing system got him put in his son's name, which are not necessarily illegal in the courts, but it is frowned upon overall in the financial space. So those are the little things I want to see how them play out.
Hold on the HR. Hold on the HR. Make it take the first one. Right? Slow down. So, Chris, the allegations with the bank accounts in other countries.
Yeah.
Okay. What about the bank accounts in other countries?
So the illicit enrichment, what they accuse him of. So overall, using taxpayers' money to enrich himself.
Chris, hold on, slow down. Hold on. No, HR, hold on, Chris. Me HR reason, right? All right. And you know what I'm gathering, Chris? And that's why I say mistake silent so long.
Go on.
You are speaking to other persons in a peer group. And these are some of the conversations you guys are having. Am I incorrect?
Honestly, me don't really have any outlet to discuss them things already now. Because me now I'm foreign country.
No. So you must hear it because what you said.
What's the Punkos?
Hold on the HR. Hold on the HR. Chris, what I'm saying is that what you just said a while ago was not reported on any platform in terms of media house. In terms of taxpayers' money and the Prime Minister in accounts, that was never reported. That means that I must some other platform or somebody say that to you. Because the People's National Party never said taxpayers' money. The IC never said taxpayers' money.
No such allegations were ever made. None.
Okay.
But by the way, Chris, when the election call, you go home, go vote? Can you say that overseas?
Yeah, I go home.
Oh, you will be in Jamaica?
Yeah, man.
And you go vote down a Clarendon there?
Yeah, I think I'll mineralize me to still vote, yeah.
Oh. So, all right, let me ask you.
Are you on the list?
Yes, HR finish. Yeah, man, HR same voting at 2016 and 2020.
Oh, I came on late. Okay.
Yes, he's 28 years old. His first vote was in 2016 for Portia, and then he go vote for Prime Minister Holness in 2020.
Kizzy, I hate the cutting and HR and you, but you notice that Chris remember distinctly tell you that he vote for Portia.
Yes.
He vote for the PMP and he vote for the JLP and he vote for Portia, but I know him can in the JLP's first when vote for.
Yes, may observe that. Okay. May observe that.
No, man, but that ain't important. That ain't important.
No.
Allegation.
Hold on. Me have just one question to ask.
PNP. Me not care for the orange or the green. Me just have review when me think the party.
Yes, Chris.
But Chris.
Yeah, go on.
You voted at the time for Portia, and you affectionately referred to her as Mama P too. That never slipped me neither, one love. That part never slipped me neither. But so and you say because of programs, yeah?
Yeah.
So this time when you go mark your ex, you go mark your ex just because of who are the leader, because basically, for me personally, because me not living in Andrew Holness constituency, right? My MP is Anne-Marie Vaz. So when me go make my ex, based on Anne-Marie Vaz. And separate and apart from the fact, say, Andrew Holness as our leader and our Prime Minister has done an amazing job. I have an immaculate MP. And even if me did eat Holness like poison, me did have to vote for Anne-Marie Vaz, because in 32 years of my life, when me live on a PNP, are the best representative me see my constituency get in the parish of Portland, East Portland. Yeah? So are you saying to me no, because you say mineralites and you're not sure you not have no care about the local aspect of the politics in your community, in the constituency where you're from?
Yeah, of course. So as I said, as I say, if I remember everything I said, prior to 2020, it was a selfish reason, and that is why you probably hear me speak about it.
You only vote for PNP that time because you didn't
because of what happened to me in that period. So my life dramatically changed because of this situation. That is all I say regarding that. That's what I'm referring to it as Mama P. I can understand where I come from. That's what I'm referring to it as Mama P. I look upon my life where I was and where I get taken from because of this situation. And then I say in 2020, I was more leaning because of the visual aspects of it. The clocks, the music, the dubs, the handling of COVID, like everything was visually.
Yeah, but Chris, up to September 2020, still, I don't think the nation was convinced. I mean, people did love it, and I said, well, we are doing well, because we were really doing well comparing to the news coming out of other countries.
Exactly.
But the real handling of how the Jamaica Labour Party handled COVID was not really decided yet in 2020 when the election called, because
it comes down to perception. It come down to perception. So me I
gonna say you are one of them where you swing with the country because there was a national swing. So that you get caught up in.
Yeah, that's what I say. At 2020, it was that's what I said at the beginning. At 2020, my vote was all a visual aspect. It did just look put together, proper, have a plan. The NHT plan did sound good. Everything did just sound good. And the country was being kept in our way. Crime did down, but that was because of everything. So after I am now looking into allegations that are thrown and muddying up the view. And then I say, boy, where should I go now? Would you still go there if you feel like this is not correct? And then because of that, people get upset and I say,
no. Chris, so now at 28, you finally decide that you're a moral voter.
Yeah, so for the last few weeks, because there haven't been an election, I know me I read up more and I learn more, so I say something is wrong.
Yeah, but something is wrong where? What you know? Tell me about the PNP scandal. You hear about the Lawrence Rowe and the KSMC and how them funnel the money to caretakers.
Give me a minute then.
That have any effect on you?
But
we not create the accounting yet.
But
right.
I've been trying.
Mario, stay there.
One minute, Mario. Me go allow you, Mario. Please,
please stay your time, Mario. Please.
Me go allow you, Mario. But me want to hear what Chris have to say regarding PNP, not no allegations now, because real investigations are going on and take place. Hey, Mama Joy. So, you know hear about the PNP stuff?
Yes. I still think you talk on the point that you think some is a PNP.
That's not the point, Chris. You say you do your research and you try and make up your mind. So if you make up your mind, you have to weigh the balance. And since corruption, Chris, allegations of corruptions are so important and such a big point for you. Regarding how you go vote in next election, because now you're coming from a place of moral. Yeah. Me ask you if you pay attention to anything that's happening on this side of the PNP. You don't talk, say you're not interested in a Mark Golding, man on a proper leader and all of that. You don't without saying word for word where you say.
Thank you.
But so that's it. But
to answer your question, yes. In regards to voting, like shaking my vote to each side, me not have no affiliation for vote for PNP so far. There's nothing in PNP that would let me put my ex beside PNP. So it is better me put it side JLP or no vote again. But the allegation, because as me tell you earlier in the conversation.
Okay, so you're struggling now. You're struggling now whether you should vote or not, because you don't make up your mind, say you now mark your ex with PNP.
Because as me tell you earlier, them entire structure is not appealing. There is not, the entire structure seems like to condemn the JLP overall.
Okay.
So
what you are with to do with you now today, Chris?
Chris, then Chris, my son. Question the JLP.
Chris, my son. May I treat you like my son, Chris?
Go on.
Chris, when you come on political platform, you see? You have to watch every word will come out of your mouth. Now, Chris, I'm going to ask you something. Which neutral voter you know when live out of Jamaica and committed to pay them money for come home to vote? And you still don't know who you vote for, but you're committed to come home and vote?
Me.
Okay.
One love, that's right.
So Chris, you migrate for good?
Yeah, man, I left the country. No, I'm working now, man.
You migrate to work?
Yeah, but if I stay, but still, if me plan to come back and me come live.
All right.
That's the reason.
You can ask Chris one question now?
Lord God.
No, but me listen all along, cause
Kizzy, hold on a minute. Kizzy, you can give everybody 2 minutes, cause Knox was talking and she never gets to finish, you know. So give everybody them minute or 2 minutes that them can get to finish, then somebody come on.
All right, guys, I'm gonna start it up at HR. I'm not gonna say nothing, I'm gonna mute my mic and me alone, and everybody get them 2 minutes. They say what they must say. But you know, sometimes, guys, when you're 2 minutes, sometimes it's a little back and forth because the person might ask Chris a question and it be develop a different level of conversation. So, guys, we're going on 2 minutes. We say what I say. If you don't have a question, make sure say I want an easy question where yes or no or something where you know straight the conversation so that everybody can get them 2 minutes, please. All right, moderator, put 2 minutes for HR there, please.
Rough.
All right, Chris, let me just say this, Chris, because you spoke about accounts. Let me just say this for good measure. No cent of public funds was passed to the Prime Minister's account. None of them. No cent of public funds. And even if that was a thing, why haven't you heard it in the media? Why haven't you heard it in the courts? So you're not hearing nowhere at all. Even with the PNP with them bad mind self. They can't come out and say that because that will be defaming the Prime Minister. No cent of public funds passed through the Prime Minister's accounts. Right? And if you're doing your research, Chris, you cannot rely only upon the Gleaner. The Gleaner has publicly came out in support of the People's National Party. You cannot expect that the news that they're going to produce is favorable to the Jamaica Labour Party. Not even the Gleaner, with publicly with the PNP, published that. So I don't know where you got that information from to say that something is wrong with the Prime Minister's account. That's not true. And so I agree with Punkos and others when they say that you're listening to some other source. Some other source from the corner, somewhere you get that, because none of that was reported in the media. None. The Prime Minister has not touched a cent of public money. But what you find in the media, Chris, is that because the Prime Minister's case is before the IC, the PNP is going to try and use that to score political points. And you cannot take anything as true from the People's National Party because they don't have any responsibility to be fair, to be objective. They might try to get what JLP have, which is the power. So of course they might come and try to muddy the waters. So that people like you who are not discerning enough to get to say can go vote for them. You have to be careful, Chris. You have to be careful. And I want to repeat it again for good measure. The Prime Minister has not touched a cent of public money. Not one red cent. I rest there. Somebody can go ahead.
All right. Chris, may I try to put something about my one. You know what? Nax, go on, Nax.
Punkos, your timer is running. Now your turn. Your timer run, Punkos.
All right. Chris. Yeah. The thing with the
guys on the top of the live and share this live, please.
With the Prime Minister's son, right? You see, it will affect the labour on the live, you know, right? When you use the word research, when you say, yeah, do this for yourself, yeah, try to get the information. And we are saying that, because we research it, it's so quick, we go and bring up something we say.
Yeah.
All right. Now, what I'm saying to you, when you use the word research with any labor platform, you have to be very careful that what you say is true. Now, like if Prime Minister Holness was a part of a corporation, he sold his stake to his business partner. You understand me? And then the shares, him transfer the shares to his son. Nothing illegal than that. Nothing wrong with that. You understand me? And him disassociate himself from the company. So his son is a very capable adult. We can vote, we can go war, we can go join police, vote, take out loan, whatever. His son an adult. You cannot twin the Prime Minister to that anymore because the Prime Minister has moved away from it. So not because his son do it. So that will be saying, say, you are criminal because your brother a criminal too. You get me I say? Now, what was the corruption in that? Remember saying, no, this man is a multi-millionaire. This man is an avid businessman and a politician from 1997. He must have little money. You understand me? If he never had no money, he would have been worthless. From 1997. I am saying to you, what is wrong in putting his son in a position of empowerment, of generational wealth? What was wrong with that? That may I ask you, Chris.
Oh no, I don't have any problem with nepotism. Not that way. If you help your son, help your son, I have no problem with them type of issues.
But that is not nepotism.
How is that nepotism?
It's
not a public company. It's not a
type of assistant.
No. Well, you have to be careful of the words because nepotism would mean that somebody else would have been up for that position and in favor somebody on his side. That never happened. This is a private entity, private development.
Promotion there.
No, but why you bring it up then?
Continue, no man. Me not no problem with them promotion there. May I listen to what you say?
You know, Knox, your turn.
What's your time done, man? Me know why you're not more fire, man. Sure.
All right, Chris. Chris?
Go on, may I listen, Knox?
May I piggy upon what you say? You say you don't make up your mind already, say, you know, you're not vote PNP.
Yeah.
But you're struggling with what
the
to vote for or why to vote JLP. So what is your understanding of the roles and functions of a government? What do you understand the government's responsibility to be?
The betterment and protection of its people.
All right, that's a start. So in terms of the present JLP government since 2020, you have been watching the government at work. Have you seen any improvement in the lives of the people, the protection of the people, and whatever else you deem the role of government to be?
Oh yeah, I can admit that. Honestly. So yeah, the crime, especially the crime rate, the prosecution of gangs, all of them things that I believe is a good step towards a better Jamaica.
All right. So somebody pointed out to you that poverty has been cut in half. Youth unemployment, historic low. Overall unemployment, historic low. Access to education and higher education, as you were privileged to have, and all of that is in place and better for the country. Do you believe those are good indicators of a good government?
Yeah, 100%.
So what it is that is giving you the struggle? Is it that you want Jesus, pure and white, or you want a government that performs?
All right, so for me personally, this is where the selfish side comes back in. So for me personally, it is just clarification or resolvement of the allegations. But listening to you guys, I get to understand that cases like these will not be naturally resolved like that, because the PNP will do them best to muddy the water as much as them can all the way up to election. And them choose strategically when to start to muddy the water. So them know it cannot be cleared up by time the election. So my main concern is the continuous allegations that were being taken out on the people level when you entrust to lead the country. So that was my main concern. Me established from the get-go say there is no, me have no belief in the structure of the PNP. No.
So having listened now, my 5 seconds are done. Having listened now, are you any clearer?
I am now going to
be. Relax, you know, if you say nothing more.
I am now going to.
Can I get my 2 minutes, Mario?
Of course.
Oh no, connecting the dots. Everybody want to ask my question.
No. Connecting now. I get no minutes. Oi, connect. All right. Me already put you up, but connecting it get 3 minutes earlier, so me did ask keep him up. But go on connecting.
More, I could ask me a question.
I want to give connecting no minutes yet because Chris was still speaking, so we should allow him to finish.
No, man. I think I need to make Chris talk too.
Yeah, we have to finish it, Chris. We have to make Chris finish because Knox asked him a few questions, so we should have allowed him to finish, and then we put on connecting clock. So connecting, I go get 3 minutes. Starting now. Go on connecting.
Make Chris start.
When I time, I think she ever told me that no minute, man, from 1 minute to no minute.
No.
Anyway, Chris.
Yeah.
Do you follow the Prime Minister's speech?
Quite recently, not.
Oh, just quite recently. What about Christophe and the Minister of Health? What about Christophe and the Minister of Health?
Yeah, me used to follow Tufton prior to 2020. I stopped following him around 2023.
After the market.
Funny enough, yes. After the whole market.
All right, it's good. You sound like an honest person to me.
I'm not telling you no. I'm telling you
you answer that. Even if you make a mistake, with your data, or with what you say, your answer from your heart, and that's important. All right, I'm going to pick up back from where I had left off to prove the point. I'm trying to establish the point that the PNP set up people in the public and private sectors to bring down the leaders of the party. So I'm back at 02 now. I told you about 76 already. And 97, I'm back at 02. Members of the police force came to me, or federation, I was on the federation executive, came to me and complained bitterly. Some of them complained bitterly because this is that thing that they don't want to do. That they were given extra popcorns, extra cans in the trunk of the car, hundreds of them, and given instruction to go in JLP areas, to go in marginal constituencies, but they must go in the JLP stronghold, and they were given the names of the street, and go in there and pepper the streets, pepper them, and to suppress them, and that, so that they couldn't come out to vote. In a marginal election that was very close, the PNP won. I received that report as an executive of the Police Federation. Now, you talk about corruption. I don't think corruption will be on the minds of most voters in 2025. We will be on some. But if you look at what Transparency International says about the PNP and the JLP, Transparency International report, and this was published by Crystal Tomlinson, who was at the time a PNP candidate and president of the PNP-YO. She tweeted that the PNP is perceived as more corrupt than the JLP, and she produced the evidence. It's in the internet. You can look it up. Right? I must say that both parties have allegations of corruption. What happens now, I submit that the PNP is inherently corrupt. In other words, corruption is in the DNA of the PNP. The JLP has issues that they deal with promptly. Because people I deal with, I'm going to go in there, I'm going to try to eat their food, but once Angie will catch them, and chop off them finger like it, and then go, he knock them out. That's the difference. Now, the PNP tried to corrupt Christopher.
Time up, sir. Don't know. Your time done. Your time done. Your time done.
Me get to
Bridget.
I'm a Christopher Brush. How me do no, brother?
Bridget. You Bridget. Hey, him connecting take too long to come.
But connecting point was really valid, you know.
Yeah.
Connecting it at home run with the Crystal and the Transparency International. So
hey, man, long distance to line.
Hey, take off my timer. Who put my timer on a minute?
But I put the timer so quick for. You have to refresh your timer. All right, guys, everybody mute. I bring the time. I bring that time, guys. So Bridget, your timer then.
All right, yeah, we will time out. All right, Chris. Me want a conversation with Chris.
Sure.
Because we're going to talk. So you go have a little conversation. I didn't want you to go back to where you talk about real read. Do you believe a man is innocent until proven guilty?
It depends on.
Answer me quick, man.
My personal view, no.
No, man. Yeah. All right, go on.
Me not believe someone is always guilty and meaning innocent until proven guilty. It depends on the situation.
So do you hold on? All right. So you don't believe a man should have their day in court then? You think that if you hear something, whatever it is, that whatever you hear first, that is the right thing, right?
Oh no, that's not what me believe. Me just believe say it depends on the situation.
But we have a court of law, you know, Chris, and you would like for somebody to accuse you of something and you don't have your fair share in court. Do you remember current Spencer allegations about the light bulb? Do you remember that?
Yes,
you must remember. Huh?
Yeah, I remember that situation. I think
right.
I was in
and didn't he have his day in court?
Yeah.
Okay, so why you believe now Royal not to have his day in court?
No, remember, you asked me if what I believe in that the way what law justify as right and wrong. Me believe so there it depends on situation per situation. Like if the evidence is overwhelming, we still have to wait on the law. But in my view, there are some situations where don't even deserve the court. But it depends on the information you receive. Like if you get catch red-handed, that's what I mean.
And that's a wrong concept as a young man to believe in, Chris, because I can do the something, but when me go in court, my lawyer can prove say it's not me and me get away scot-free with it.
Which is bad. That is not my own point.
Right? Right? So you have to make the law take its course. Another thing, you said you benefited from Portia in Portia's time, which is good because a lot of persons rather to take a fish than to get a fish. So I applaud you for that, for making use of opportunity that you got, and that make you into who you are today. So I am very, very proud of you for doing that. But me talk like connecting, you know. But another thing, I am from Southeast Clarendon, where you're from, and I wanted to ask you if you see any development that you would give Pernell Charles a vote, other than forgetting about what the allegation of the Prime Minister is.
Time up. But make Chris answer. Make Chris answer.
Make a rebel.
Make Chris answer. Hold on. Make Chris answer.
Hold on there, guys. Before Chris answers, Tits Forever. Tits Forever Tits Forever don't know. Maybe your account upon private, but every time I respond to you, TikTok block the comment. I don't know why. So whenever the panel finish run through there now, me go ask for one box because Tits Forever want to come and join the conversation, guys. So
yeah, after you can take my box, Kizzy, because I know that the box have to rotate. So after Chris answer me, I will
Chris
come
need
down.
to get in 3 minutes. I can't answer.
Alright, so
on the sentence.
So let me give Chris in 3 minutes now, so he can explain it.
Too much time.
Alright, go on.
Just start, man. We are getting just talk.
So if me can answer a few of the points, especially where Bridget bring up. The question I asked Bridget, me honestly cannot answer that one honestly because
yes, ma'am.
A lie, me I gonna tell you, because I haven't been in
Happy Sunday, Minister.
For a good while. I haven't been in the area for at least a few years. So I can't get to see the development per se. So most of the information I am receiving, which I am getting to understand, it was tainted, was through media, and then the strongest media presence in the country, I am learning, is that it's influenced by the opposition party. So my view, majority of it come from the opposition media, which I never knew was controlled by them until today, funny enough. So me cannot really send with a vote that way. So that is why I'm saying, I know for a fact it's not PNP. But my problem is that me just don't, me did want a resolution to the allegations, which me cannot 100%, if you don't give me all of the information, me would have liked to see, as I said, play out in court, to see if there's any truth to any of the allegations. So that is my overall view. That's why the question I'm start up with. If you would change your vote or not vote, if you don't believe your party is in the right direction. But yeah, that was my overall.
Chris, we can make 2 seconds.
No, Punkos, mute your mic. Mario been waiting for a long time. Let Chris finish.
But yeah, no man, that was
Mario though.
That was
you're not gonna do it.
Because it's my last minute answer question, you know.
Chris, you finish?
All right, go on. All right, switch it to Mario. Yeah, go on.
Mario, me I go take off Chris a timer and give you yours. So Mario, have the mic.
All right, my 3 minutes now. Yes. Chris, what go on, General? All right, here we go on now, Chris.
Minister, if you want to join the conversation.
Just to say good morning, Minister. Good morning.
No, can't put in my time, you know.
Well, Mario, you're going to get the extra time. But Minister, if you want to come up, you know what to do. All right, go on, Mario. Mario will get one extra 30 seconds because we talk out in time. All right, refresh.
All right.
Hold on. Yes, see, go on.
All right, good. Chris, you getting a youth?
No, not yet.
All right, what, Chris? What really and truly matters to you?
So
because
go on.
Because so far you've been talking about allegations and corruptions and all of that. As it relates to allegation, let me just try to put that aside as it relates to the Prime Minister. When you have time, when you come off of the line, before you even touch by RJR and Matalan and all of that, them not even important right now. Go up on the Integrity Commission report where them published about the Prime Minister. Go and read about it, Chris. 100 odd pages. Just take a little time and read through it because you sound like an intelligent man. The Integrity Commission page. As it relates to this 28 bank account we talk about and accounts overseas and all of that. Just go and read up on that. That is what is super important. Don't make nobody tell you nothing. Don't listen to no glean and not even listen to us. Just go and read about the Integrity Commission findings and whatever. You understand? Now, Chris, the question that I ask you, what does matter to you? Because here my time literally done. What matters to you?
So overall, what matters to me is the betterment of my circle, of my family, my surroundings, and the safe protection of it.
Okay. And currently, where do you see Jamaica as it relates to what you just listed out?
Oh yeah, as I said earlier to, I don't remember who bring up that. I think it was Knox. Will bring up the point. I do 100% believe that the crime rate has significantly decreased. I not agree with the job availability in terms of proper jobs to afford the way of living in Jamaica at the moment, but I agree that the crime rate has significantly been better. But yeah, I think the country is getting safer.
All right, so the country is going affirm. You like Wagwan. So what is it that what is still in your mind, or playing in your mind to say that you still sit down and you're watching? I don't understand. What
So I believe that
because right now, Chris, Jamaica is in a position where every single people across the world, I don't know how many people used to become citizens of Jamaica since I think it was day before yesterday. I don't hear my panelists talk. I don't hear my panelists and all that.
No, man, Kizzy talk about it this morning.
You wake up late, Mario. You wake up late. So if you don't hear us, you wake up late.
So there was a lot of people actually coming to Jamaica and becoming Jamaican citizens.
It's not the first time, it's not the second time. It's a regular thing right now in Jamaica. But
all right,
2 days ago, 28 people. Your time not done. Go on. Come and interject. So give you 10 minutes.
What? 10 minutes? That's all.
Joke. 10 seconds. Go on.
So Chris, as is right now, I don't know. Just go read about the Integrity Commission report and you will see exactly what is going on. And you're bright enough as it relates to inflate. The Prime Minister of Jamaica, and I will say this, Holness is not a rich man, he's a broke man to be a Prime Minister. So just go read up on the Integrity Commission report. Hear my brother?
All right.
Can I say something real quick? I'm about to board a flight. All
right. May I go? Well, why are you?
Make this go on, man. Make this go on.
Your phone number and I'll send it. Hello, everyone. Just wanted to big enough. Chris, I'm just sitting here and I'm listening. My son, we are here in America, but my son, he does political law. He works for a political confirming, a political firm where them do consultant. You know what their job is to do? Right now he's working with several popular that everyone knows politicians here. And once they're hired, their job is to try to make the party win or whoever is running win. And they do whatever at whatever cost it is for that person to win. And them throw things out there sometimes that's not even true. And he was explaining to me that sometimes politics is not fair and politics is very petty. It's up to us, the voters, to do our research. You understand? Right now, New York race, he's working with someone there, I just won't say. And they're paid to tarnish one of the front runner that they know is hopeful to win and throw stuff and dig stuff, and they'll even go up as part as even make stuff up, things that aren't true. It's just part of what politics is. And as I say again, he said, Mom, It's up to you guys as the voters. I'm sorry for the background. It's up to you as the voters to go ahead and do your research. But I'm doing my job, and this is what I'm getting paid for. So this is just what I wanted to say to you. Do your research. It's there for us to do. It's free for us to see what's going on and make your choice there and then. Don't just go ahead because of hearsay. We always do that, and hearsay can be very bad for us. Do your research, Chris. I'm telling you. And you'll probably be shocked and educated at the same time. So you take care. I'm leaving now, guys. I'm listening.
All right, Mama.
All right, safe flight.
Yes, I'm listening. Thank you.
All right, One Love, your turn.
Chris, me like whole conversation. You know? And when me go say to you, don't me take care as my son. Don't take me not attack you. No way, shape, or format.
I mean, no political conversation.
No, no. This is more like
this is not a political conversation, Chris. This is a
parents. Okay, believe it or not. Chris, because of the era when you go to school, you see, I am sure you didn't do civics in school, don't you?
No, I don't think so. Yeah, no civics, no.
I wanted to ask you from morning. Despite your level of education, you see, Chris, there's a little book named Civics for a Young Jamaican. Me I beg you, like a father, get it and read it.
Okay, yeah, of course.
Yeah, man. One more thing, Chris. And I like to refer to actual situation to put my point across. You know. The PMP have a special way of communicating and misleading people. And I'm going to quote Mark Golding to you. Mark Golding said, if I become Prime Minister after the next general election, I will make healthcare in Jamaica affordable. What do you get from that statement?
From that statement, he could only be referring to like major surgeries and make it more efficient and effective quicker. Because to my understanding, some or majority of healthcare in Jamaica is already free.
Oh damn! You start to think. You get the picture? No, you know. So you know, say that is a really. You know, says that is just a buffoon story.
Yeah.
Okay, you make something affordable that is free already.
Yeah.
That is the way the PMP communicate. So when the PMP talk, you have to listen to them keenly to every word. Just like how we are listening to you keenly and we can pick you apart. You have to listen keenly to what the PMP say before you clap your hand. And if a PMP shake your hand, I can tell you this. Count your finger before you leave it. Them teeth have none.
No lie. 100%.
Yeah?
But guys, remember say the host not get fair 3 minutes yet, you know?
Yeah.
No, but in One Love time.
No. Ponkos, you can take my 30 seconds left.
Ponkos now.
Yes, quickly. Chris, do you know how many persons were charged with rural read?
I believe it's a 3. It was a 3 or 4 persons. I believe it was 3.
You know, it's 3 of them.
I can't remember. I think family members.
So, but you're single out rural read not being protected by the JLP. So what about the other 2 persons? The other 2 persons are being persecuted?
Oh no, so protection would fall upon him and his family. So when we say protection for him, would that be all who is involved as well?
Okay. Well, all right. It's all right. Cool.
The other persons are no relation. The other 2 persons not related to Red Reed.
Yeah, but when we say fall upon rail, either fall under the same umbrella. Then can't prosecute the other 2 without rail.
Okay.
That's what me believe. That's what my point.
The host can get fair time now.
Of course.
All right.
10 minutes you. 10 minutes you get.
No, you only can get 1.5 minutes.
That's not enough. Anyways, I'm behave myself. 187 now. No, thanks for the taps, guys. Continue to tap. Please share the live. And those of you who would like to come up, indicate in the comments. And let me see if I can rotate and get one box phone. Uriel Senior and Nathaniel are waiting. So, anyways, Chris, what do you know? What do you know about Mark Golding's statutory declaration?
If may I be honest, I have no recollection or no knowledge of his declaration so far. Because me don't.
You only hear say certified and you're satisfied with that.
No, okay. Kids, stop. Kids, come on.
It's a question, two questions that me ask you now.
So, regarding Mark Golding and the PNP, I have no interest in putting my votes there, so I haven't been listening to any campaign statement or political promises from the Mark Golding campaign.
Then Chris, come on. No, Chris, listen to me now. Me a labor right now, dead labor right now. Me say it the other day and somebody tell me say, I guess, who was it? Somebody and even this very one of the lives, you tell me
Tribal.
Tell me to, I think it was even, I was Pernell Charles Senior who was trying to tell me not to say that. But you see, because him is a senior man, and me now go back and forth with him. Me never get on in it with Pernell, Mr. Senior Charles. Me never bother do it. Me just respect your opinion and quack. But if anybody else did say that to me, I would have put them in them place. The fact of the matter is, me that tribal labor right. And there is nothing the Jamaica Labour Party can do to get me to vote PNP. Zero. Wait, Chris, you hear what me say? Can't do nothing forget me for vote PNP. But that never mean to say me I go vote for the Jamaica Labour Party if I am disappointed in anything they do.
Okay.
So that is just me. Because my party of choice is the Jamaica Labour Party. And thank God, all my life, there are stuff when me not agree with, but I know nothing way to sway me from voting or to sway me from supporting. Me express my public disagreement, or me maybe say it, whisper it within the groups with my friends them other labor rights, but me thank God say me tribal on the right side, and me thank God say even at the days when the party was in opposition, me never hungry or lost after winning. Me sit down and become a believe. Because I am not a labor right because of what the Jamaica Labour Party is doing today. And I am not a labor right because of Andrew Holness. You understand? So when you ask them kind of question there, it a got differ. The way me I got answer the question, it a got differ from maybe other persons I got answer. Can me choose Labour Party from me a pitney before me know if I vote? Before me know what election even mean? I choose the Jamaica Labour Party. And here what now, you know, as a 28-year-old, you are saying, even if you're right off the PNP, you still have to listen to them. Because guess what? They are the alternative. Yeah? And even if you hate everything with Mark Golding, every fiber thread, you still have to listen. Because there is no way you can be asking questions about the Jamaica Labour Party and statutory declaration and 28 bank account, and you put Andrew Holness alone on the table and you are judging him, but you're not looking at what is being done. On the other hand, you will be an unbalanced person. If you're a young person, that is a dangerous place to sit. So the IC, right? And the PNP and Mark Golding, who is running around Jamaica, telling us about Andrew Holness. Say, look pa Andrew Holness, look pa him in statutory declaration. This we the Jamaican public, we don't know what is in Mark Golding's statutory declaration.
Yeah.
It does not come under the same scrutiny. Do you know why?
So based off of what I'm hearing is that the IC is PNP influence as well.
It is not just that. Mark Golding has all his assets in a trust. Right? And because of private trust, certain things will not be, the public will not have no access to it. So right now, we, the Jamaican people, we in a blind spot as it relates to what Mark Golding really and truly have. We can't rip him apart. We can't talk about 2 cents when mother left game. We cannot speak about nothing. This the way how them. Me know say the Prime Minister wear foot at the loom underpants. Me no know what me go see Mark Gold in one dirty waist a stadium one time when he bend over. Me I assume say is a no. Me no know what kind of draws, but me know the Prime Minister draws. That is how much we were allowed to dig deep in the Prime Minister business.
Yeah.
So it is only fair that if you are a point, and I said that person him is a thief and him have much account. 28 account is not a crime. And as HR pointed out and made it very clear earlier, there is no accusations about taxpayers' money in any account there. They said what the PNP said was they said that charity money was found in the Prime Minister's account. But the Prime Minister have charities, I feel charity them. If he have charity, he must have charity money in our account. It makes no sense. Some of the things them, the allegations them, Chris, you're too young for you get caught up in these traps. Me hear Mario ask you one very important question. What is important to you? No, me never hear no young person yet come. I come tell me say corruption. Because you know why? We people in general, not just Jamaicans, across the world, every country where you're going on, the people deem the politicians as corrupt.
Yeah, it's an overall thing.
Right? So this is why it is not a strong voting point for no government, for no popular people, for no population of people, not popular population. There is no country in the world where when you ask, people are going to say, remember that choose between the lesser evil.
But me also take is, you know, think the perception of politics is changing due to the more because 10 to 15 years ago, the public information was not as discussed, believe it or not. As you would have known, you would have seen the changes. It is not as discussed as it was when back then.
It was always discussed, Chris. It's just that no. Look here. Remember, all right, so Chris, you might not know. You might not know, but I grew up in the 90s. And during the 90s, political discussions were done on radio. So you did have the talk shows, the political talk shows. So that's why you have people like Mr. Perkins and the Barbara Gludans. And so those days, these were the people where if you listen to politics or you're following the politics of the day, that is where you would tune in. So it was always discussed. It's just that now, due to access and due to the internet, regular people like me and you know have a space where we can talk and break it down and explain in our language. But it was always there.
So yeah, it was always there. But as I said, the access was not widely because there's not a lot of people, especially young people in my age group and younger. We're not listening to the political talk show them and all of these things. Like all of these things used to go above our head. So now that it is available on TikTok, now it's available on Instagram. As soon as you scroll, the allegations and the stuff, like especially if you like one of them one time, the allegations them are continue.
Yeah, but yesterday, but we know where the social media thing go and the allegations, because the truth of the matter is, Chris, but you see now the bias because Mark Holding, his statutory declarations, we don't have no chance to go through it word for word, pound for pound, and you guys are fine with that. You guys are fine with that. You don't ask for the accountability. You don't ask the questions, and it is unfair that all my life I have seen the double standards where the Jamaica Labour Party is always held to a different standard than the PNP. We have 14 elected PNP in the House of Parliament, and people don't ask them what they are doing. Every single day when I come on live here, nobody, unless we labor rights do it, Nobody don't ask about the after accountability from those persons, and whether I don't like it or not, they make up the government.
But that goes into two folds. That goes into one, majority of people. I think more people are being exposed to politics now because of social media access, and then what they're being exposed to is JLP allegations. So it turned the eye away from. Me not disagree with you. Know. Me just tell you why the context, why you see more people, regular man, talk more about JLP.
Because of biasness, Chris.
No, but my friend said the regular man like myself or my friend them when I follow politics.
Because me I forgot jump off now. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, me just land one point. Me just said this.
1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Minister, you want to join? Okay. Somebody beg to know I'm back to the minister, please.
Me just said the social media influence. It is when it is just down this one.
Alright, we get one back 31, love.
That's all me I say when it comes to the
you know, when we gather from all your conversation, honestly, and this may sound petty, but I'm telling you the truth. Just let me finish what I say. You know, when we gather from all of this, you have reached at a place and you think your vote is so important.